Bad mother.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. Rockety, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? I always forget to turn on Pretzel and get some music in the background. I'm just a big ding dong. Hey, Cigarleg. Thank you for that sub, Cigarleg. 10 months. Holy smokes. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me turn the music down just a little bit here, since we're gonna be doing a little bit more talking than when I was on the Toe of Satan stream and just dying. Keisu! Hey, thank you for the follow! Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, you totally did. Hold on, let me... let me move the alert around here. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I have all of my alerts grouped, and so anytime I move them in one scene, it moves them for all scenes. Which is really silly to me. But anyway, let me move that really quickly so that doesn't happen to you again. Yeah, I'll put it underneath you. How about that? Everyone can see me fixing this on the fly. That's true. That's true. I'll move this one here. I'll move this one on top of me. All right, we're good. We're good. Pro streamer move right here. What's up, my brothers? Got your stretchy pants on so you don't need a belt. Heyo. Well, this isn't... Yeah, I may or may not be rocking the sweats myself, so you know. Heyo. So do with that information what you will. Oh. You can't hear Dr. Ram. Hold on a sec. Can you keep talking, Ram? Okay. Let's fix this right now. Hold on. They haven't heard anything you said. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to fix that here for you. What is going on? He's freaking out, chat. He's freaking out! Okay, give me 2 seconds here. It's because I had a Windows update. That's what's happened. Windows updates break everything. Okay, talk again.
Maybe I don't want to now.
I think we're good now. I've got audio levels on my end. Yeah, imagine if Ram did that on purpose. He's pantomiming for the lulz. All right, we should be good now. We should be good now.
Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah. We try to. I don't have your name on the no docs list.
Oh, fair.
I censored mine. I need to censor yours. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. The doctor's about to operate. Welcome in, Dr. Rush. So I have my very good brother, Dr. Ram, MD, and myself,
Bless.
Casey Jones. For those who maybe this is your first time in our show, this is a show we like to call, it's just called Two Brothers with Dr. Ram
Wait, I should
and
do
Casey
that.
Jones. Yeah.
To everybody overseas.
Yeah, Casey, I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. It was totally a mistake. That's my bad.
He also left our call right before the show again.
Yeah, it's
He's
true.
done that before.
I have done that before. I meant because we share screen when we're prepping for the show. I usually share my screen so he can see what I'm looking at as we're making adjustments. And then every time I always forget to hit end stream and I hit end call instead. And so it just ends the call and he's just sitting there hanging, wondering why I'm not replying to him. But that's just me. I'm just
shenanigans. I call it shenanigans.
I'm just a big dumb idiot, so it's okay. But yeah,
Welcome
so
in, everybody.
yeah, welcome in. So this is our show. This is our 13th episode. And so we thought, hey, this is kind of a cool time maybe to do some stuff around,
Halloween.
superstition. Yeah. Something around like superstition and, what's lucky, what's unlucky. And we decided to, and maybe this is bad luck for us, but we decided to flip the script a little bit for tonight. And normally where we do the tier list at the end, we were actually going to do the tier list at the beginning.
At the beginning.
We're going to do it first, and then we're going to jump into some other stuff. So
as a complete other aside, for those in chat who do like the spooky, it is only 69 days till Halloween. Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, we're flipping it around on its head. We're doing the tier list first.
All right. So let's flip screens here. Let's go do the tier list.
So, for those of you who've been in our streams before, this tier list here is it? Am I gesturing their way? Yeah,
You are.
Is something that we have done every episode. Normally we do it at the very end, but basically we like to think of weird out-of-the-box questions and then look at a bunch of weird out-of-the-box answers that could be associated with that question and rate them as to, how well or how not well or what have you they would fit within the bounds of what's being asked. So you're going to see 5 different tiers here. It's going to be S tier being the top. Going downwards from there is the A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier.
Absolutely. World War P, thank you for the sub.
Hey, with Prime.
Muchas gracias, hermano.
See.
Yeah, so like Ram mentioned, there's usually some criteria that we attach to it as well. So a couple of things that we thought of for this, and we'll run it by you, Chad, as well to get your input, but a couple of things that we had in mind with this particular one, things that you would lick for good luck. A couple of things that at least came to mind for me from a criteria perspective is is this actually gonna give me luck? Like, what is my basis on how lucky this is actually gonna make me? 2 is obviously taste.
So
Obviously.
I read Jimmy's lucky potato.
My lucky. Yeah, Jimmy, this is not that kind of stream.
Is it baked, Jimmy? Is it baked?
Yeah.
A caramel
Kiwi, welcome in. Thank you for that resub, my guy.
apple? Hey.
11-month streak. We're almost at a year. Holy cow. Can't believe it.
Your baby's 2 months old by this point between the two of you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, as usual, we've got a bit of a... yeah, that's how it usually is. I have a face for radio and a voice for print, as they say.
That's my line. I actually used that line in university. That's my line.
Well, we can share it. We are brothers.
All right, we'll share it. We'll share it.
Yeah. Lick, not kiss. So now the other thing to keep in mind is, as normal, there's not a lot of conventional answers on this list. We went off the deep end on this one, so you're not going to find the Blarney Stone on this particular list.
No.
Waza dropping a treasure fart on us. Here we go. Very nice. Thank you for those bits. Let's take a look at our list, shall we?
Also, there's a hype train, and it's at 69% right now.
Oh, hey!
69 days to Halloween. Ooh.
Nice.
But yeah, let's look at the list. Let's look at the list. What do we got on the list, Casey? Tell us.
So, first up, we have a flaming hot Cheeto in the shape of Abraham Lincoln.
I do declare.
Following that, we have, what was this, a 74? I can't remember. Was this a 74?
76.
76.
AMC Goblin.
Not Goblin, Gremlin. Wrong monster.
I was playing Dungeons and Dragons the other night. I still got Goblin on the brain for whatever reason.
I mean, Gremlins are in Dungeons and Dragons too, so I don't know if you have an excuse there.
Yeah, I really don't. But I feel like goblins are more prevalent.
Goblin, gremlin. I mean, it's fair. Kobold. I don't know. Whatever you want. All right.
Really gobbling up these answers. Heyo, got him.
After the gremlin, we have the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Danny DeVito. We have a golf cart battery. We have a hand mixer. We have the Harlem Globetrotters.
All of them.
All of them. Following that, we have a kiwi, and we'll let you decide whether you think we're referring to the bird, the fruit, or Taika Waititi. After that, we have Matlock. And props to chat if you actually know who Matlock is and you're under the age of 40. Following Matlock, we have a Salt Lick. We have a Lotto Scratch card. We have someone else's dog. So not your dog. Someone else's dog.
Someone else's dog.
We have a handrail from a New York City subway. We have a toad. We have the toe of Satan.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. And the last one on the list, and I'm looking at the thumbnail now, and I'm realizing that it looks not what I thought it looked like.
Yeah, he kind of looks naked.
Yeah, that girl looks naked. She's not meant to be naked. And the guy that's there, he's dressed like a mummy. It's supposed to be a porta potty from Woodstock. And that was the closest thing that I could find. Yeah, that toe of Satan is triggering. Should we show the clip? I've got a clip of me doing the toe of Satan for those who missed it.
Yeah, for those who want a better understanding of what the toe of Satan is, Casey's going to grab a quick clip and he's going to paste it into chat here in just a moment, and we're going to watch it as well.
We're going to watch it on screen. Yeah, I don't have the clip in chat, but we're going to watch it on screen. So as part of my Extra Life campaign this year, the goal that we had for hitting $2,000 was that I would do this Toe of Satan challenge, which is a 9 million Scoville heat unit lollipop. To put that in perspective, a Carolina Reaper pepper is 2.2 million on the Scoville heat unit scale. This thing's 9 million. So this is what happened to me. This is painful to watch.
What are for?
I can see the determination in your face wanting to hit the 5 minutes, and then you calling out, I'm only going to do 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh no.
I was shaking so bad. My whole body was shaking. Yeah, not just any porta potty, Timmy. A Woodstock porta potty.
Oh my goodness.
And here's me panicking. I can't remember where I put the chocolate milk, and it's right in front of me. Oh, man. Wild stuff. So that's the Toe of Satan for anyone who's curious about the Toe of Satan and why it's on this list.
It's hot.
Yeah, you got to keep it in your mouth for 5 minutes. I lasted 4. I feel like I did pretty good considering I watched a YouTube video that had the creator of the thing, and he only made it like 3. So I did better than the guy who made it.
Rookie numbers.
Yeah. It took a long time to recover. I was still shaking, like full body shakes for probably like 20 to 30 minutes after I was done.
He was feeling it top to bottom.
My lips and where I had some drool running down my chin. It actually like almost like burnt my skin.
Yeah. You had the rash like underneath of your lip, for the rest of that stream, and it wasn't even really that long. Yeah,
I had a rash, and it was still a little bit tender the next morning. My lips were super chapped. Surprisingly, my taste buds weren't gone for as long as I thought they would be. I thought my taste buds would have been shot for a few days, but the first 30 seconds were not bad. So Keisu, you probably would have lasted 4 seconds, because the first 30 seconds, it really just tasted like a hot tamale. After that 30 seconds, though, it started to ramp up, and by minute 3, like I said, I was like into like full body shakes, and it was so hot. I was falling apart. And I like spicy.
Everywhere else.
I like spicy. I enjoy it.
I can attest to that. I don't know if chat's heard the Punisher sauce story yet.
Yeah, I used to make my own hot sauce called Punisher sauce, and it's made with habanero peppers, and no one could be in the kitchen or really on the same floor of the house while I was making it, because just the fumes would make your eyes sting. So. And
then I made the mistake of cleaning out the blender you used with hot water and then inhaled the steam.
World War P. No. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's get to it. First
right.
up, we have the Flamin' Hot Cheeto in the shape of
Abe Lincoln.
Let's do it. How do we feel about this? So first of all, our criteria again, how lucky do we think we'll actually get by licking this thing? 2 is the taste. Do we have a third criteria? Yeah, ban keys, please. I mean, I can. You want me to ban him? I'll ban him. I'll I'll time him out. I'll do it. So help me.
Hey, I'm your mod. All right, no, I will unban him if that's the case. I feel like the third criteria, because we like to have 3s in this. I feel like the third would be like rarity, like how much opportunity would you be able to have to access what it is that is being.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So like for things like Blarney Stone, that's a once in a lifetime one thing in the world type thing, whereas Toads or somebody's dog might be a little bit more popular, a little bit more accessible.
Got it. So Rush, so there is a clarification on that one. So at one point in time, I did give a jar of my hot sauce to a buddy who told me that one of the kids that came to visit his house, something like that, got some in his face and had to go to the hospital. Apparently that was a fabrication. So I will clarify that did not actually happen. However, I could totally see that happening if you did actually get it in your eyes. But no one actually did get it in their eyes.
So survey says that was a lie.
Yeah. The toad of Satan. I mean, it could be. It could be. I'm the one who subs. She's just a pitiful follower. All the shade. Look at all the shade. Oh, man. I can't pick.
Doug says there should be a fourth category. How easily could you convince someone else to lick it for luck?
That's fair. That's fair.
We could probably combine the two.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
How easy it is or how easy it would be to convince someone else to.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
So Lincoln Cheeto.
Lincoln Cheeto. So
let's emancipate a decision here.
Oh my goodness. It's actually in a museum.
But you're kidding. That's actually a thing.
Apparently Cheetos has their own museum where they keep Cheetos that resemble people or other things.
Where is this museum located?
I don't know. I'd have to Google it. I found it because this image is actually from an image that's supposedly the Cheeto Museum. Now, whether that's maybe a fictional online museum or whether it's a real place, I don't know 100%. Hey, Sirlag leveling the playing field with that gifted sub to K-Sue. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'd literally lick any dog. Yeah. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Is this museum one then that you would not want to walk into on an empty stomach, like when you're not supposed to shop? Like,
Timmy says it's in Times Square, so it's a legit museum.
You're kidding. Huh.
So probably difficult to get to unless, I mean, it's got to be behind glass. It's got to be behind glass.
Now, Rush brings up a good point. Because this is, like, I guess, biodegradable to a sense, if you lick it, it's going to start to deteriorate. So, how frequently can you lick it before it's gone?
But maybe that's the magic of it, right? It's only got so many uses before it's no longer good.
It's already rare enough. Now it's both rare and limited.
Is it held in John Wilkes' booth? Oh no. Get out. Oh, that's terrible and perfect at the same time.
How dare you come up behind us and blast us with that joke?
So for
Anyways, too soon?
For me, I feel like on the lucky scale, I feel like it's going to be on the higher end. If you think about like how much credence people give to like seeing images of people, like you think about
like
the number
Jesus
of people,
and toast.
Yeah, it's kind of in that same vein, I think. And so I feel like from a lucky scale, I feel like there'd be a lot of perceived luck in licking a Cheeto that looks like Abraham Lincoln or eating it for that matter. So I feel like it ranks high there. It's going to be super rare, which I think also adds to the luck of it, right? Because if it's something super common, is it really that lucky? Probably not. And what was the last thing? I already forgot.
Opportunity to lick.
That's kind of what
I guess it kind of falls in line with rare. Yeah.
Oh, the taste. The taste was the last one.
There it is.
It's a Flamin' Hot Cheeto. You can't go wrong with a Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
Yeah, S tier.
I think it's S tier.
Let's start with an S tier this time. We usually start with the B tier. Let's start with an S tier this time. Lincoln.
Right to the tippy top, Mr. Lincoln.
May your Cheeto dust bless my fingers and my tongue. What's next? The 1976 AMC Gremlin?
Yes, that is correct. World War P says, I feel like a lucky item is supposed to be able to last. I mean, that's fair too. It really depends. It really depends. I don't know.
Really depends.
It really depends.
It really depends. Chat.
And for some of these, we will pull chat. We will pull chat from time to time too. So don't think that we're just going to arbitrarily decide. Sometimes we absolutely arbitrarily decide. And if TK shows up at any point in time, he will let you know that we are masters of being arbiters. Master arbiters.
Don't look at a card game where people will think you're Cheetoing.
Hey.
I feel like you've had better jokes. So that was good. It was good.
All right, the gremlin. I don't know if the gremlin's really lucky. I mean, lucky in the sense, lucky in the sense that, you know, somehow they're still on the road. There's like a million of them on the road, even though, like, they're getting up there in age, especially if you're looking at a 76, right? There's not a lot of
Gremlin's kind of a vibe.
It is. There's not a lot of vehicles from 76 that are still on the roads.
What happens if you lick it after midnight?
It turns into that car. What's that car's name in that horror movie? Isn't it like Cassandra or something? Christine, that's the one. Not Cassandra. I knew Cassandra was wrong, but I knew it was a C name. It transforms into Christine, and then you get just don't feed it. Don't fill it up. Don't fill it up with gas after midnight. Don't take it for a car wash. There was a third rule, wasn't there, with gremlins? I feel like we're getting way off track here, but
and don't let it pick Pikachu in Smash Brothers. I don't know.
If you've ever driven in a gremlin, you feel lucky to survive the trip. Sunlight. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one.
So don't fill it up at night, but also don't drive it during the day.
Yeah, don't park it in the sun. How are we feeling though on the lucky scale?
I don't think like they're terribly lucky.
I'm feeling like this is probably maybe a C.
I'm feeling a C tier too, like either like a low C or a high D.
Okay. Should we drop it in C for now, and then if we don't have any Ds, we can always pull it down? I feel like it's probably gonna be low C.
Game. That's game for me.
Yeah, Heidi.
A Heidi Klum.
Yeah. Can we get ones? Right. Can we get ones in chat if you had a crush on Heidi from Home Improvement growing up?
I did not.
You did not? Okay.
I did not. I don't know.
I definitely did.
As a kid growing up, blondes weren't really my thing.
That's fair.
I don't know.
So were you more of a
who was
the one that took over for her? Because there was a brunette that came in on the show after her. Again, we're getting way off topic here.
Al Borland.
What? Yeah, well, Heidi wasn't the blonde. Heidi was she was kind of a strawberry blonde, wasn't she, Jimmy? I'm trying to remember now. Or no, she was straight brunette, wasn't she?
Was she? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then.
I might be, either way. All right.
You don't have any D's?
We do. This next one's a double D. Danny DeVito. Brunette and one. Yeah, she was a brunette. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, that's right. Pamela Anderson was the first one. That's right.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't have a crush on.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot. Oh, she was first. That's right. Heidi was the replacement. She wasn't the original.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Danny DeVito.
Now once in chat for Al Borland. No, I'm kidding. All right, Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito. I mean, the man, the myth, the legend, really.
He's not going to taste good. I guarantee that.
Oh, no.
Where are you licking Danny? I'm thinking right on the forehead.
We'll let chat use their imagination.
I mean, the man is dressed like an M&M in this picture.
I've got my money on weenus. I want to lick Danny DeVito's weenus, and you can clip that, chat.
Timmy,
send it to Danny.
Timmy, I feel like you're bang on with that assumption that if you walked up to Danny DeVito and said, "Can I lick you?" It's for a joke, he would totally be on board.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's classic Danny DeVito, that he'd be like, "Yeah, why not?"
Mm-hmm.
But now,
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I'll let you do it.
Rockety's already swinging with the D.
Yeah, Timmy says S+. So we've got opposite ends of the spectrum. I feel like this one might be a good opportunity to pull chat. What do you think?
This one might be a good opportunity to pull chat. Okay, so chat, while we're typing out this poll, you got to think of the 3 prerequisites that we've been laying down in terms of rarity to lick the amount of luck you'd think you'd get off of licking them, as well as taste. So those are the big three that you need to think about. The poll is going to appear at the very, very top of chat in that top right-hand side of your screen if you're watching on desktop. If you're watching on mobile, if you tap on where chat is and you don't have anything typed down below, it should appear at the top of chat there as well. Get your votes in. Where do you think Danny DeVito belongs on the list of what you think would bring you luck?
You got about 1 minute. So let's take a quick look.
Minuto.
Take a quick look and see where we're at so far. Let me pull that up here. We've got a vote for A.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
We're seeing quite a few votes for A.
Like all across the board, right out the gate.
Yeah,
I feel like A,
No,
A is like, as much as I want to push him into S, A was probably where I would have voted, simply because taste. That's the only like.
But now, is that bringing it up or is it bringing it down for you?
That's the thing, is I don't know. Am I licking the Frank Reynolds Danny DeVito, or am I licking Danny DeVito fresh out the shower?
Yeah,
Am I licking him because I found him on the street and maybe he was just at the local like.
I'm thinking this is a street Danny. You're walking down the street. Danny DeVito just happens to cross your path, and you're like, "Hey, I could use a little bit of luck. Do you mind if I lick you?" And he's like, "Yeah, why not?" Yeah, rub his elbow and rum ham to exactly, Timmy. Now see, if Danny had time to prepare, absolutely. Or maybe he carries his own rum ham. That could be a definite Danny DeVito thing to do. I would not put it past him to keep a few slices of rum ham in his knapsack or something, right?
And all of a sudden he's just, if you don't like rum ham, like reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a fistful of like Black Forest. I got this other one. Just like,
Yeah, a little penguin Danny, maybe.
Street DeVito is the best kind of DeVito. Love me some Street Danny.
Chat has spoken. And
see, Penguin Danny would be like D, not Penguin Danny.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, especially like when he's oozing like the blood out of his mouth. But chat has spoken, and chat has determined that he fits in A tier. A tier he goes.
A tier.
Thank you, chat. All right.
Oh, speaking of things that you can vote on and redeem and such, Casey, we've got a new community channel point redemption thing, don't we?
That we do, Ram. You like how we did that? You're like for actual sportscasters. Oh, you bet we do, Ram. And what a challenge it is.
Let's throw things over to the channel points. See what's what.
So a few episodes ago, Dr. Ram and I did a live stream, actually sitting next to each other. And it was so hot. We did a bit of a gaming stream before the episode. And so we have a new channel points challenge where if we reach our goal, we'll actually do another couch co-op stream where rather than maybe doing an episode like this, we might actually just sit down and we'll rip through some games together, couch co-op style, and just kind of shoot the breeze with you guys while we play some games. So
and
if that's your jam,
shoulders gently and give each other positive reaffirmations.
Ooh.
Or affirmations?
Affirmations.
Yeah, affirmations. Yeah. Anyways.
Speaking of how we're bad at segues. Yeah. Next up, we have a golf cart, which is like a four-legged Segway.
And World War P is already up in here. Pretty sure licking a car battery is the opposite of lucky.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're probably correct on that one.
I'm not going to argue. Yeah, you make a pretty darn good point.
Yeah, I think this one's D for Duracell, 100%. I don't know that the taste is going to be bad. It's going to be super metallic.
D for dead?
Yeah. I mean, it's only a golf cart battery.
Still? Have you ever licked a 9-volt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I've also been electrocuted by a real car battery.
Fair. It's revolting. Okay, that one's better.
But either way, I do feel like this is probably going to be D tier.
Yeah, I'm thinking D tier. I mean, so long as you're not licking both terminals.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Even if you're not, I don't see any luck coming off of this. I don't expect it to taste well. It's not really that rare. Yeah.
Bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Egg beaters.
Yeah, the acid. Yeah, the acid. That's true. The acid's probably going to be a bigger concern too than the getting shocked, unless you're actually completing that circuit. And maybe you are. Maybe you got a really long tongue and you can touch both terminals with your tongue.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have
a Sultan battery.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Well, we got salt later on this list. A hand mixer. hand
Now,
mixer.
This
The
does
answer
not
is
have
yes.
cookie batter or brownie batter or anything else like that on it. This is just, or is there? Is there?
No, I think it's a hand mixer. It is turned on,
It's got that risky factor.
so it's got the risk. It is plugged in. It's turned on. It's going at probably a 3, I think. I don't know.
Everybody's just immediately,
Oh,
no,
no.
thanks. Oh no.
But chat, the question is, would you lick it before licking the battery? If it's going to be D tier, does it go before or after the Duracell battery, the old golf cart battery?
Danger.
Yeah, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all.
Especially if you got tongue piercings.
Taste alone can take it to A tier. I mean, if it had something on it, like some batter, then
The
sure.
remnants of brownie.
But this is they just plugged it in, turned it on, and away you go. For me personally, I think it might go below the car battery. I think
I'm
it's
gonna
going to
say
be
below the car battery.
I think it's going to be more painful.
I feel like this is more some like long term
no.
damage.
Oh no, Frog.
Oh, did we lose our our possible sponsorship from KitchenAid now?
But no, did you read what he wrote though? We could contract KitchenAid.
Oh, I read contact.
No, this escalated quickly.
Next picture.
All right, the entire Harlem Globetrotters team, all of them, the whole team.
Pre-gaming.
Pre-game, yeah.
Yep.
Although, I will say this about the Harlem Globetrotters, they do make it seem effortless. So I feel like even after the game, it would still be the same experience. Yeah, you line them up like when you go to shake hands at the end of the game, like thanks for the game. And yeah, you just thanks for the game, give them a nice little handshake, lick their face, move on to the next one. Thank you, lick their face, and just move down the whole line.
Man, why does everything want to lick me?
Timmy says high-fiving sure, licking no. Okay. Okay, but then where do you put them? Where on this list do they belong?
Steve, good to see you.
Steve, what's going on, dude? Yeah, it's Two Brothers, and it's just called Two Brothers. Sounds like a weird porno. I mean, yeah, you're right. I can't dispute that. This is especially when we get to Matlock, it's gonna get real weird.
Now, in terms of rarity, there really are only one team of Harlem Globetrotters,
Right.
and as the title probably explains, they probably travel around the world.
Oh
I
yeah,
would
absolutely.
think.
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean, the name implies it, right? If they don't, I mean, although to be fair, a lot of stuff like that is in the States, right? You've got the World Series, yet only American teams and one Canadian team are allowed to play.
Fair.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's a little conceited.
So I mean, I wouldn't put it past them that. Timmy, what are you doing, Two Brothers? Oh, that's good stuff. That's good content right there.
Anyways.
Sorry, I'm super ADD tonight.
Oh, that's all right. Me too.
Harlem Globetrotters. So we're saying that at least on a rarity scale, licking them for luck, not terribly common. So maybe there's some extra luck to be had there just by nature of not being able to.
By nature of rarity, yeah.
Okay.
Taste, I don't expect it to taste too well. I don't expect maybe to glean a lot of luck. Maybe some skill. Maybe it'll be like, I don't know. I'll get some of their basketball moves. I don't know. It's hard to say.
This isn't Space Jam. This isn't Space Jam.
Touch the ball. What do I mean touch the ball? Just touch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's glowing and stuff.
So that's who they should have got. That's who they should have got to play the Monstars, was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right.
It wouldn't have even been a cliffhanger. It would have just been boom, lights out, first quarter. Okay, what are we thinking though?
I'm feeling C tier below Gremlin.
Really? Okay.
That's a personal thing, though. What do you?
That's a personal thing. Why below the Gremlin? Actually, I'm just curious. Because I feel like it's a C tier for me as well, or possibly B tier, which would put it above the Gremlin for me.
I think for me, the Gremlin it's kind of got this class to it, in and of itself, and with it being inanimate and everything else, like I feel like I would have a much more enjoyable experience licking the AMC Gremlin than I would licking a whole team of basketball players.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, it's a personal thing for me.
Okay. I was gonna say, wait, you're saying the Harlem Globe? I can't even talk. Holy smokes! The Harlem the Harlem Globetrotters. I was like, you're gonna call them not classy? Is that what's going on here? Like, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm not here to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not saying they aren't sophisticated. I just feel like the Gremlin carries an air of class to it.
Yeah, yeah. And Timmy makes a good point. DeVito would be super cool with it, I think. Pro basketball players probably not. Timmy's feeling the D tier.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spicy.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if, for me personally if I would go so far as D tier, but given your explanation, I could
Like
definitely
low
go
C.
very low C, potentially into D tier.
And World War P brings up the point of these dudes might carry some STDs, so look with caution.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
create
I'm
low C and
thinking
Devo
below
better.
Gremlin.
Okay. We'll put him there for now. Again, we do a little bit of massaging, some deep tissue massaging of this list as we get close to the finish, so that way, it's not super tilted one way or the other.
You like that, chat? You like that?
Depends who asked to lick them, though. I mean, that's true too. It depends probably on who you are as a person, right?
I'm Heidi Klum.
Yep, do it. All right.
So we got a kiwi, or a kiwi.
Yeah. Are we talking the bird, the fruit, or Taika Waititi? Which kiwi do we want?
I know which one I want.
Do we just go all three? It's a combo. It's a combo deal. You got to lick all three.
It's Taika Waititi holding a kiwi while eating a kiwi.
Okay. But which kiwi is he eating?
Yes.
Oh no.
It's Taika. You can't judge that man.
I don't know if I like where this is going. Personally, though, I feel like from a luck perspective, good luck always comes in threes.
Ooh.
So the fact that you are licking 3 kiwis,
Good call.
could be a good luck sign.
Good call. Yeah. And even just the rarity of getting those 3 things in the same areas once, I feel like that'd be a pretty rare thing. Kiwis themselves, World War P, absolutely aren't that rare on their own. But as this sort of like this trifecta that we've now sculpted into what it is,
The holy trinity of luck, as we say. Yeah.
the kiwiti, the trinity we.
Yeah. Cigar Legs accusing us of maybe starting another pandemic.
But would it be worth it?
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
I feel like it'd be worth it.
Timmy thinks that this is going to be slightly below DeVito. Greater luck, better taste, but less inherently funny. Okay.
I was thinking A tier as well, personally.
The board is not cooked.
The board.
Hey, Clover.
Hey, Clover, how you doing tonight?
Thank you for those 200 bits. I still have all of my Toe of Satan bit alerts turned on.
Which one was that? Was that Red Hot Chili Peppers then, or was that Homer?
No, that's Homer screaming.
Oh, nice. I can't hear your alerts on my end. So.
Oh, true. Yeah, I mean, I could agree. I could agree that might be just below Danny DeVito. I like. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good spot for it. Kiwi's fantastic, Jimmy. I love kiwi. Although, to be fair, I once ate so much kiwi it actually made my tongue bleed. That's a true story.
One's in chat. If you eat kiwi with the skin on.
Yeah, like, do you eat it like a nectarine? Or do you peel it first?
Just saying.
So one's in chat if you eat it with the skin on, 2 if you peel the skin. And we're talking about the fruit.
Kiwi or kiwi?
Both. Yeah, I eat my kiwi with the skin on.
Clover just doesn't eat kiwis at all because of the seeds. Sigerlag seems to think that I'm possessed by something. Yes! Yes, World War P. I'm not alone. I like the tang behind the furry texture. There's like a kick to it. I
peel it. I
love the skin.
Yeah, if I don't have something to peel it with, what I'll usually end up doing is I'll scrape the skin off with my teeth, which might sound very Hannibal Lecter-ish. But I'll scrape it off and then I'll bite into it.
Well, I guess it's just me and World War P on the kiwi boat then.
Yeah, and Rush.
Everyone else is just like, nope. Casey says they peel that ish.
I think Rush was with you too.
Yeah, I don't mind a little fuzz.
Ooh.
Did you see my face, Clover? Clover, do you...
Speaking of a little fuzz, Matlock. That's a terrible segue.
That's a
Ooh.
horrible segue.
This got awkward really quickly. Who remembers Matlock? Does anyone remember Matlock? I remember Matlock.
Matlock was the Law and Order before Law and Order was Law and Order.
Yeah. He was like the same era as Murder, She Wrote, wasn't it? Or, you know, he was a little bit older, maybe.
I think a little bit older.
A little bit older.
But Murder, She Wrote was a good show, too. Angela Lansbury's a saint.
Yeah. I used to have a book, and this is the funny thing. So it was used to be written in a very old C++ manual.
Yes! Idiot's Guide to World Domination.
Yeah, I had this book that I used to write in. It was called The Idiot's Guide to World Domination, and it was literally just a C++ manual that I wrote over top of pages in a Sharpie. And it was just like the stupidest stuff. It was just a bunch of like really dumb like proverbs that were just pulled out of my butt. And some of them,
a few quotes in there too.
Yeah, Ram's got a few in there, and I had a buddy who wrote a few in there as well. And one of the ones that he wrote was, "If you're not sure about something, lick it and see if it tastes like Matlock." And that has stuck with me. That's how I live my life. If ever I have a question about doing something, I just lick it and see if it tastes like Matlock, and it's not led me astray thus far in my life. So.
That said, I've never licked Matlock, so I don't know what to compare it to. But I would assume that he wouldn't taste like most of the things I've licked.
I assume he probably tastes like Werther's Originals and mothballs. That's just me. Yeah. If you lick the Globetrotters, you may need to hire Matlock for the impending court case. Would Matlock take my case, though? I feel like he might not. I don't know if he'd take my case.
He'd be the kind of person comfortable with having people lick him at all, either.
Matlock is like a solid C, maybe B, but mostly because Andy Griffith has been dead for a while.
Is he? He's not still living, is he?
Matlock?
Yeah.
That's a
Andy
very
Griffith?
good question.
I'm looking it up right now. No, he passed away in 2012.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he passed away.
You would have to exhume his body.
Uh-huh.
Which, I mean, already right there, I feel like that's bad luck.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point.
I'm thinking, I'm with Keisu. I'm thinking bottom tier on this one.
Yeah. Put him above the battery, though. I feel like he's got to go above the battery.
Let's put this dead guy above the battery. The out of context sentences. That my
Only
brain is
on
just
this
like,
show.
If no one else knows what we're talking about, this is gonna get real awkward.
Only on
real
this
fast.
show. Yeah, only on this show do we contemplate the merits of licking a dead body over a golf cart battery. Oh,
I
my
have
goodness.
concerns for how we grew up. I'm just.
So are you saying
I'm
not?
just saying.
Are you saying not above the battery?
No, it's a dead guy. I'm not looking at dead.
Okay.
It's basically like softcore cannibalism.
You know what? I'm polling chat on this one. I'm polling chat.
Live people be that too, but even still.
There's only gonna be two options here. We're gonna go top of D tier or bottom of D tier.
Yeah. Does he taste like necro wafers? Oh my goodness.
All right. The poll is live. You got 1 minute. Let us know whether you think Matlock belongs at the top or the bottom of D tier. Softcore cannibalism. Yeah, I mean, if he's properly and Rush would know. Rush would know if he's properly embalmed, he wouldn't be that bad.
But you also don't feed the zombies. Necromancy is the word you're looking for. Yes. Or a pun that I heard the other day from a friend was, what kind of wizards give you the best hickeys? The necromancers.
Hey, I like it. That's a good one. All right, let's see where we at so far on this poll. So far, bottom is winning so far, 6-3. Oh, top is making a comeback though. There's only like 5 seconds left. Come on,
5 seconds, chat.
Come on, top.
Get on
no,
top.
It's not gonna happen.
Not.
Bottom D it is.
Yep.
Sorry, Matlock, I tried.
We're off the topic of softcore cannibalism now. Let's move on.
If I licked an embalmed, exhumed Matlock, do I then gain the superhuman powers? Yes, but only in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Today is opposite day.
We got a salt lick. I feel like this is super common. It's going to be crazy salty. I feel like this is like the Blarney Stone on the go.
The picture that you took for this, when I first saw after this list was made, I almost thought that this was one of those like live, laugh, love salt lamps, not a salt lick.
Well, it is Himalayan salt. Ninja Monkey, welcome in.
Hey!
Thank you with that raid. Holy smokes, welcome in, Raiders. You get a shout out. Thank you.
Already done.
Gracias, Ninja
how
Monkey.
you doing tonight, bud?
Welcome in, Raiders. You just missed quite the debate on whether or not we should dig up a dead Andy Griffith and lick him for good luck.
It's probably good you came in now. Some things were said out of context that could have been taken
Yikes.
very wrong.
Yikes.
Welcome in, Ninja. Welcome in, Raiders. You have come into the It's Just Called Two Brothers podcast show thing stream. I still don't really know how to classify this.
Me neither. Talk show? I don't know.
Talk show?
We do a bunch of stuff in this thing. It's a thing. So right now we're doing what's called a tier list, where we rank things based on some criteria. And what we're looking at today is things that you would lick for good luck. And so we've got things on here such as a Flamin' Hot Cheeto in the shape of Abraham Lincoln, Danny DeVito, Matlock, the Harlem Globetrotters, among a few others. And so we're having we're having a lively debate here with chat as to where some of these things belong. So chat show, talkcast, something like that. But welcome in. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic night.
It's a chat cast.
It's a chat cast. It's a walk off.
It's a walk off.
Yeah. Oh man, I totally forgot about Matlock. I can't do a very good Abe Simpson impression. That was about as good as it's gonna get.
Well, I'm glad you didn't put a space between those two words, World War P. Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, we put it on display for you all. Right, Maven? How did the car battery go D tier? I don't know.
You're not going to get a lot of luck out of it. It's probably going to kill you, and it probably doesn't taste too good.
Anyways, so we're on to the Salt Lick now, and I feel like
welcome in, Maven.
Yeah, welcome in. I feel like Salt Lick is going to be D tier. Personally,
I feel like Salt Lick's probably going to be. I mean, taste-wise, I could see an argument for C tier because I know that there's a lot of animals, and being an animal myself, sometimes you like the salt. You know,
Digital Frog makes a very good point. We almost have to, for the meta, put it in front of the battery, so that way it's
salt and battery.
Salt and battery. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Yep.
Fine.
Yeah, it's gonna go right there.
But see, I feel like with World War P, I feel like salt could have been up a little bit higher. So maybe we'll have to massage that one a little bit at the end of the.
We may have to. Yeah, we may have to.
But for now, we'll leave it as a salt and battery, just for the giggles.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have a scratch lotto ticket. Now, see, the thing for me here, it's kind of a weird one, because if you scratch the ticket and you lost the ticket, is licking it really going to improve your luck?
Now, that's the question then is, do you lick it before you scratch or post-scratch?
Or do you have your cat lick it, because cats have really scratchy tongues, and you use your cat's tongue to scratch the lotto ticket? Is that a thing?
I feel like that's probably not healthy to like ingest, though. Because I don't know what those flakes are made of.
That's a good question, actually. I'm curious. Can someone look that up? I have no idea what that's made out of.
What are the scratch lotto thingies made of? I always just thought it was like metal of some sort.
It probably is some kind of metal shaving. I don't know. I have no idea.
But Timmy says lick it first, then scratch. Frog says lick before you scratch. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I feel like licking. I feel like licking a lotto ticket is not terribly lucky. I feel like this is gonna be D tier as well. We might have to move some of these D tiers up to C tier.
So would you consider that as being more of like a superstition thing than a luck thing? Like if you were to lick a lotto ticket, it's not.
Yeah, like when people kiss it, right? Because I've heard of people like kissing their lotto tickets.
Or like making out with tongue.
Pouring in a glass of champagne and turning on the Barry Manilow.
Taking it out for a nice seafood dinner and never calling it again.
Let's all agree salt and battery move as a unit. Yeah. Get Danny DeVito lick the ticket. See, there we go.
Ooh,
now that's a different level altogether.
Rockety.
Yeah.
That's big things.
Yeah. That's wrinkly brain right there. That is big brain movement.
Well, that's not looking. Yeah, I guess we got a little off
But
topic
this,
there.
I think with this one though, we did kind of say that it's in most of these, it's us licking, us doing
It's
the
us
licking.
licking. Yes.
So I think we do have to stick with that because really you could say that about any of these. If I got Danny DeVito to lick the corpse of Andy Griffith as Matlock, does that not then also make him inherently lucky? I don't know.
What is this show?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be on the air.
Twitch allows this.
Lickception. Well, that's a thing.
I feel like personally this would be a C tier one for me, simply because of the origin of sort of what the scratch lottos represent. It is already a game of chance and luck. And so like I feel like that over anything in D tier at least has something going for it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I'm
Good thing I watched this with headphones.
I'm thinking C, maybe even B.
Jimmy, thank you. I appreciate that you would have fought for Matlock. I was fighting for Matlock. Everyone was against me. Do you think it's C tier? Now, we have a couple people saying B tier even for this.
Could pull it.
We could. I mean, I could agree possibly for B tier even.
I'm okay with B tier. Really.
All right, let's do B tier.
I feel like it's like that chance that it's right in the middle. It's the balancing point.
That's fair. So Ninja Monkey, the only one currently that is in S, is a flaming hot Cheeto in the shape of Abraham Lincoln.
Currently located in an actual museum.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, it's an actual museum.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have someone else's dog, not your
Someone
dog.
Else's dog.
Not a stray dog, just someone else's dog. You just walk up to somebody in the park and you say, "Hey, I like your dog,"
Oh, thanks.
and then you lick it for luck.
You don't even ask first? Jeez.
I mean, I guess you could. That's up to you.
I would ask first.
Okay.
Gotta get consent.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd ask the dog.
yeah. I mean, dogs lick you. So is it really any different if you lick the dog?
Mm-hmm. Availability, easy to find.
Yep.
So already it's got that going for it.
Yeah.
If you don't consider, rarity as being a factor of the luck you receive.
The question is, I guess, whether or not someone would actually allow you to lick their dog.
True. And see, and that's where we get a little bit spicy.
Yeah. We got a lot of people saying S tier.
We do have a lot of people saying S tier.
Now, is that S tier just because you like dogs, or S tier because you actually agree that based on some of the criteria that we have about licking things for good luck, that licking a dog would bring you that extra mojo, that juju?
World War Peace is a tier of their own, even. Depends on where you lick the dog, says Maven.
Also valid.
The owner of the dog would sick the dog on you.
Yeah, lick first, ask questions later. I think you're on that one, Timmy. If you don't mind getting worms, dog is a good choice. Yeah. Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Jeez. What kind of chat is this? You sickos.
I feel like it could go pretty high. I mean, like, dog is considered like man's best friend, right? And so you would think that it might be good luck to lick a dog. It's kind of maybe weird that maybe you're licking someone else's dog. It's not your own. The dog's probably going to be fine with it. Do we put it S tier?
Finally, I've been doing this for years and I've not gotten any reciprocation.
Rockety says B. Should we just poll it? I feel like I know exactly what's going to happen if we poll it.
If we can poll it, we know it's going to go S, but let's poll it.
Let's poll it.
Let's do it. We're polling it, chat. So while Casey's typing this out, we are going to throw another poll up for the third time already tonight. We will find the poll located at the top of chat. You will be able to vote on where you believe dogs belong on this list. Seerlog says, I already kissed dogs on the head, so,
It's just one more. Yeah, you're just one step removed from already doing it. So, 100%. 100%. All right. Poll is live. You've got probably, 45 seconds or so left to get in there, get your votes in on someone else's dog.
S and C are tied, or A and C are tied. Ooh, A's taking the lead now.
Okay.
This is a underperformance from S that I was assuming there would be.
A is kind of where I was thinking. Like I would put A between Danny DeVito and the Kiwi. Is kind of where I personally would put it.
Oh, we're seeing S climb. No, A's climbing back up.
But
it's now definitely a fight between S and A. But A's got a little bit of a head start.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And we've still got,
coming into the last 10 seconds.
We got like 10, 15 seconds left. Looks like A is pulling ahead a little bit more.
Oh, there it is.
I'm thinking it's going to be A at this point.
I'm thinking you're right. I'm thinking you're right, Casey. It's a bold move.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See how
Ooh,
it
and
pays off for them.
Clover adding in an extra couple little votes there. Nice.
Nice.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Clover.
those bits. All right. So A tier. Chad has spoken. Again, for me
Now we gotta figure out
personally,
where to put them.
yeah, for me personally, I put him right smack in the middle of these two. Only because, again, I feel like if it's something that's super easy to go do, is it really that lucky? You think about
Fair.
a 4-leaf clover. The reason that a 4-leaf clover, no pun intended, clover, is so lucky is because they're rarer to find than a 3-leaf clover.
True.
And so in my mind, it falls just a little bit below Danny DeVito on that one. Timmy, 4-leaf clovers are not super lucky. Yeah.
I would ask first, Clover. I promise.
Yeah.
I would ask first.
Please don't lick me without asking first. 1 in 10,000 clovers are 4-leaf, but like the other 9,999 are usually 3-leafed, yes? Or less? What do you think about me putting it right there, Ram? Are you cool with that? Does that jive with you?
Danny to the left of it. Kiwis to the right. That works.
All right. I think that's where we're going to put them.
Hey.
Soulless One, hey, what's going on? Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think you were
Welcome in,
actually...
Rach.
I think you were gifted a sub as well the other
we're
day.
gifted a sub.
So welcome in. Thank you for that follow. All right, next up we have a New York City subway handrail.
Oof. I wanted to put the underside of handrail, but I felt like we were getting too specific because the handrail itself is already its own circus.
I think this is disgusting. For me, this is worse than Matlock. This is bottom of D tier for me.
Yeah.
There's no way that licking a handrail is going to bring you any kind of luck.
No. That would be like one of those things where it's like somebody would dare you to do it and you would earn money. You would want something physical, upfront, tangible, like this is what I get from it.
I think
Not
if you
the chance of something.
see, World War P is right exactly where I'm at. If you lick it and come away without some sort of a disease or illness, then I think but then it's not the railing that's lucky, it's you that's lucky.
Yeah.
You are now the lucky charm.
Which brings us to Maven's point. If you survive, you've got to be lucky.
Yeah. So I feel like it's more of a luck test than actually being lucky itself.
Oh, absolutely. Will I get superpowers if chat licks me?
I mean, I can't promise that for you.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank here, Clover. I'm not sure. It depends if anybody in chat's a superhero.
Do we pull it? No. I feel like this is gonna be bottom of D tier for me.
I'm taking bottom.
It's
I'm
got
seeing it below
even
Matlock.
even below Matlock. I
Yeah.
would sooner lick Matlock than I would lick a subway handrail. At least you know his body has been prepared.
True. Wait, prepared for what?
Well, he's dead.
Oh, probably prepared. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like, we will now prepare the Matlock for licking.
Jimmy, you and me both, brother. The chat was on a whole dead body thing, and they weren't feeling it. And yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, how about a toad? It's funny that there's a toad because there's a couple of episodes of it was I think Simpsons and Family Guy both did a whole shtick on
kind of Futurama?
licking toads, right? Well, Futurama has the Hypno Toad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the frog is obviously S. But it's a toad, not a frog, a toad. Does that change anything for you? Embalming only lasts so long, so you got to get in there quick.
Ooh.
I'm going to stop. I'm
Wait.
sorry.
You're making this sound like we're doing a used car commercial. You gotta get in there quick.
If it's Hypnotoad S tier, 100%. Unfortunately, this is not Hypnotoad. This is just regular Toad. Not even like Mario Bros. Toad. Just Toad.
But fresh nonetheless.
So what are we thinking? I'm almost thinking kind of middle of the road. Because isn't there, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I've got this backwards, isn't there already some kind of thing about like licking a toad being lucky of some kind?
I thought it was more for the psychotropic effects more than the luck, but I could be wrong.
I mean, they're both top tier luck lickables. Heyo. Regular toad is somewhere around the battery.
I can feel middle of the road
says
for
Jimmy.
this one. I can feel it.
Maybe
Get some
maybe
frog instead.
maybe B tier.
Hallucinogenic, thank you.
Do we go B tier below the scratch ticket?
I would say below the scratch ticket. I
Okay.
would sooner lick a scratch ticket than I would lick a toad.
All right. Next up, we have the toe of Satan. You know exactly where I would be putting this thing. The
Now,
luck.
do you feel any luckier having had done this already?
I mean, I feel dumb. I feel dumber.
But do you feel an invigorated sense of life afterwards, like one of those like brush with death, and now you see life in a whole new way kind of things?
Yeah, I definitely saw my life flash before my eyes. That's for sure. Holy cow! Yeah, I was shaking. Yeah. You're lucky that wasn't a suppository. 100%. 100%.
Maven says boo for B tier on the toads.
Yeah, I feel that. I hear you, Pain. I hear you.
Oh, new world, don't you dare close your eyes. It's the creepiest line of that whole song.
It is very creepy.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Ooh, we did. Thank you.
Thank you for the 200 channel points to remind us to drink a little bit of water, Maven. Much appreciated.
Gracias.
There are plenty of other redemptions that you can use in that channel point area. Just remember, it's
Harley's
located
on my
right below
account.
chat.
So is it Harley talking about toads then, or what?
Maybe, but I'm here too.
Thank you as well for contributing to the Couch Co-op Stream Challenge. Much
Bless.
appreciated.
Bless.
So Toe of Satan. I don't feel lucky. I would probably put it. You know what? I might even lick Matlock before doing another Toe of Satan challenge. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it still goes above the handrail though.
Is your G'day Mate redemption working in?
Oh no! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna refund that. That's supposed to be turned off.
Okay.
I'm gonna refund you those points, Crate. Sorry, I still need to add that one into our Two Brothers stuff. It works on my regular stream, but it does not work quite yet in this one.
Bit of a blunder.
Yep. I goofed. That's on me.
Boy.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Toe of Satan, I think that one's gonna go bottom of D tier just above the subway handrail.
Really? Yeah. Well, I mean,
No anthem yet. No one has requested the anthem.
nobody's requested the anthem so far.
I may change.
I don't know. I'm juggling between having it above or below that handrail, to be honest with you.
You might lick the handrail before doing the Toe of Satan. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, Clover just dropped a T-Rex roar on me.
That's my best T-Rex. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Jimmy, no sweat, man. Yeah, thank you for keeping Matlock above the Toe of Satan.
Oh yeah, that's not even a question.
We can pull chat. I'm curious to see actually what chat's sentiment is on this.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Hello?
we got the realistic
Answer your
knocking
door?
too. Yeah.
It's a single lick, I guess. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, Timmy. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Single lick,
that's
no
true.
problem.
That's true.
Yeah,
Single lick,
that's
no
fair.
problem. Because
I
yeah,
would
for
put it
that.
above the New York subway rail. then,
Okay,
that
yeah. Let's not even pull it then. Yeah, it's just a single lick. There's no way the Toe of Satan's gonna kill you off a single lick, guaranteed.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Trust me. Speaking as someone who just recently did it, you'll be good.
What are we ranking? Am I late to the stream? So Marvel Maven, we are doing a tier list right at the start of our stream this time around for things that you would lick for good luck. And we're categorizing them based on 3 different criteria: the availability or rarity of what is in question, the taste after licking, as well as how much luck you feel that you could glean from licking such an object.
Justice Pirate with like a million toads. Ooh, I feel like that's a song.
If I licked a million toads.
I was thinking of that piano jam. Is it Natalie? No. Crap. Why can't I remember her name?
Oh, 1,000 Miles?
Yeah. Vanessa Carlton.
Vanessa Carlton, yeah.
Yeah. Not Natalie. Where did Natalie come from? Oh, this is super cursed content. I think I licked a few by accident since I own so many and caught so many.
And I would lick 500 toads. And I would lick 500 more.
That's fair. And it's very on point too with his name.
This is cursed content. Yeah.
This is super cursed.
Yes, it
all
is.
right. So last up we have, and again I apologize for the thumbnail. I didn't realize what it looked like when it actually
They're
got
not naked, chat.
when it got shrunk down. They're not naked. It's just she's got a weird top on, and this guy's dressed like a mummy. It's meant to be a porta potty at a Woodstock festival. And
Now, again, where are we licking this porta potty?
on the toilet. I mean, you're not
Right
going to
on
lick
the seat?
right on the seat.
Making a squeaky on the seaty? So many metal festivals. That's a D for me. Fair.
Justice Pirate. They didn't have porta potties there. They just did it wherever. I mean, that's fair. So the porta potty might actually be really clean.
Is there a Z tier?
This might
Bob says
actually
F,
this
Maybe
might
says
actually
no.
go lower than the handrail for me. I think this is gonna be lower than handrail.
Well, isn't there a study that was somewhere where it's just like there's more bacteria on your phone than there is in a toilet seat?
But
Because
that's
of like how many things you handle with your hands?
that is your toilet seat.
Oh, I guess fair. This
This isn't some public toilet where people just don't care because they don't have to clean up after themselves. And even less so in a porta potty where it's like just the worst.
Some of my favorite clowncore music.
They
came out
probably
of a
didn't.
porta potty.
They probably didn't Justice Pirate, but I'm sure like later ones do because I think are they still doing Woodstock concerts? I know at least as recently as the 90s they still were doing them.
I don't know.
Because that's where this picture is from. It's from like a 91 or a 92 Woodstock concert.
Yeah, but that's my bacteria.
I gotta put it below the handrail. There's
Yeah,
no
let's
way.
put it
There's
below
no
the
way.
handrail.
Which means that we might want to move some of these up into C tier. I think we can move these up into C tier.
I think the salt should be a little higher than C tier, but
Maybe move that one up. Let's move this one up too, and then maybe that one up there. What do you think? Does that look okie dokie?
just so we can stare it.
Yeah,
Just so
I
it
like to
looks
have the
aesthetically
stare.
pleasing.
Yeah, Danny DeVito
Danny
to S
to
tier.
S. All right.
Do we feel good about this chat? Do we feel good? Is there anything that we should be moving around? Let's go through it again. So S tier, we have a Flamin' Hot Cheeto in the shape of Abraham Lincoln and Danny DeVito. I think those are givens.
I'm comfortable with both of those.
In the A tier, we have someone else's dog and the trifecta of
tri-kiwi.
kiwis. Yeah.
Yes, yes. The Trifiwi.
Yeah. In B tier, we have a scratch ticket, a toad, and a 1976 AMC Gremlin. Kiwis? Yeah, kiwis. The trifecta of kiwis.
Yeah, I feel like the salt lick should be a little higher here.
Feel like the salt lick should be higher?
Personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Like how much higher? Like right there higher? Bottom end of B? Or top end of C, like above Harlem Globetrotters?
I'm okay bottom end of B.
Okay.
I'm okay with bottom end of B.
Okay. You broke my stairs.
I know
okay.
I did.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other big moves, though? I do see a couple of people talking about Toe of Satan should be higher. None of you have had the Toe of Satan. So let me tell you right now. The Toe of Satan, absolutely zero luck came out of me eating the Toe of Satan. As a matter of fact, I spent probably an hour and a half on a toilet after licking the Toe of Satan. Definitely not lucky. But did you die? I mean, I didn't. I didn't, but that's why it's above the handrail and the porta potty, because it didn't like kill me. Maybe if you'd only taken one lick, you would have gotten luck. I mean, that's possible. It's possible.
You did suck on Satan's toe.
Oh, my
Again,
goodness.
out of context things. Jeez.
I personally, I think I'm happy with this. I don't know if I'd make any other changes. What about you, Ryan?
Timmy, I would say it was more insisted on 4 minutes worth of suck than lick.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. This is getting really weird. This is getting really weird.
Yeah. Like maybe this is where we call it. Let's take a snappy.
Are you good?
And send this
All
to
right.
the Discord. I'm good with this.
She done.
Otherwise, we're gonna start bringing up softcore cannibalism again, and I'm not comfortable talking about that subject.
All right, so let's move on to our next segment then. Let me just change our screen here.
Let's do it. So, chat, we've talked about a couple of things today, in terms of it being our 13th episode and wanting to look at, a little bit more of the superstition, tradition, that kind of things behind, sometimes even what just the number 13 represents. Some people see it as a lucky number, some people don't. So we wanted to delve into a little bit of that this episode. So
Yeah.
what's the next segment we're looking at, Casey?
So the next segment that we wanted to take a look at here is a little something called Guess the Phobia, where we are going to give you some phobias that exist, and we want you to try and guess what they are.
Bro.
So let me pull up my list here. Give me 2 seconds.
I am pulling up the same list.
Where did I put it? I'm super disorganized today. This is bad.
Oh, I'm just looking at our Discord.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Why didn't I just do that? All right.
Yes, chat, you are guessing.
You are
because
guessing.
We were originally supposed to guess each other's, and then we ended up posting the answers to each other's in the Discord when we sent them. And we were like,
Ooh.
wait, we were going to guess these.
We got a posture check.
Let's do chat instead. Oh, yeah.
And another hydrate that I think I missed. I don't know if you got that one. Thank you, Marvel Maven.
Was there another hydrate? I think we got the hydrate.
All right, well, I'm drinking again.
I think I shouted out the hydrate.
I might need to go top this off in a minute here. All right, but here's our very first one. Some of these are really hard to pronounce as well, by the way. So I'm going to do my best here.
And Jimmy, if you do have the same A&W mug as I do, we can clink glasses.
There you go. So this first one, I think this is pronounced arachibutriophobia.
Oh, before we do that even, we got a redemption for the O Canada.
Oh, Canada. All right.
Canada.
Let me pause the pretzel rocks here for a minute.
Canada.
Oh.
Oh.
This is a question for chat, Kiwi. Yeah, we are quizzing chat. All right, you ready for this? You ready for?
I'm ready.
You ready for the anthem? Game on.
All right. Keep your sticks on the ice.
Thank you for that, Kiwi. All right.
Now, Kiwi already threw the answer in there in the middle of the national anthem.
This guy.
This guy.
Let's play.
Come on.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Rach.
I love that you got that quote. Must be a fellow Canuck. Nobody outside of Canada knows who Red Green is.
Omno omni fluncus mortati.
Yeah.
All right, sit down.
I'm a man, and I can change if I have to. I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's true. If you're in Minnesota.
I was gonna say you're basically an adopted child to Canada, Clover.
It's southern.
We've
Canada.
adopted you.
Yeah. All right. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. So yeah, I can't even pronounce this. Arachibutriophobia. And you are bang on the money there, Kiwi. It is, in fact, the fear of getting peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth. What a weird thing to be afraid of.
I don't know. I got scared of a couple of things in my... It wasn't peanut butter, but do you remember those, like, caramel apple pops?
Mm-hmm.
I used to, like have one of those resting in my mouth and just sort of, like, lick the bottom of it. But I would apply so much pressure that sometimes it would actually get stuck to the roof of my mouth, and I felt so scared that if I pulled it down too hard, it was going to take some of my teeth with it.
Oh, that's fair.
Because those things like fit.
Oh, that's
inside
true.
Of your mouth when they're in there for too long.
But
so
it does
I can see where peanut butter comes from.
It does make a very satisfying schlock sound when you do pull it out, though. Timmy, yeah, Gorilla Glue. If you're putting Gorilla Glue on the roof of your mouth, I have other concerns.
Well, did you ever read that article about the lady that put Gorilla Glue in her hair as a replacement for hair gel?
Ooh, I did.
Yeah.
Ooh. H broke a tooth on one of those. I broke. So some of you may not know this, but I actually have a partial denture, and I broke my partial denture once on Sesame Snap of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Moon also lost a part of a tooth on one of those lollipops. It is not an irrational fear. I still love them. Don't get me wrong, but like I could see where this is coming from in terms of the roof of the mouth thing.
Yeah, Siglog doesn't have to worry about it because she can't eat peanut butter. So
Oh, is it just a nut allergy in general, Sigerlog?
Clover used to make dentures. Neat.
Out of the lollipop?
Want to make some for me? Make me some cool ones.
All right, what's the next one on the list?
So the next one we've got, let me copy paste it here, and then I'll try and butcher my way through pronouncing it again. Automatonophobia. Automatonophobia.
I actually had this to a very mild degree growing up.
Oh yeah, nut allergies would be tricky. That's hard. Ooh. I might have a new denture person.
Fear of robots, you're close, Timmy.
Very, very
Real
close, Timmy. Very, very close.
The fear of the automaton.
Robots would fall in this category, as would mannequins, actually. So it's a little bit broader. You guys are getting really specific, but you're dancing right around it. I'm gonna give it to you because you guys are like you're right on the money here. It's actually a fear of human-like figures. Yeah, Digital Frog's got it. It's a fear of human-like figures, which would include things like mannequins, robots, that sort of thing. So I think it's fair. I think it's valid.
And for those who don't know what automatones are, that's these little guys right here.
Yep.
Yeah. I think mine's out of batteries actually because it's not making any.
Yeah,
noise.
mine's totally dead.
Yeah, mine's dead. But
Wah,
ta-da!
wah. Politicians. Yep. Super valid. Super valid.
The most.
All right. Next one. This one's kind of interesting to me. This one I imagine would be a very crippling fear if you actually have this fear. Barophobia. Or barophobia, barophobia. I'm not sure exactly how to correctly pronounce that.
It's the fear of bars in any form. Chocolate bars, dive bars.
I mean, dive bars. That's valid. That's valid.
Taking the bar.
Fear of rain. Nope.
Roseanne
bars. Now that is valid. That woman did terrify me. Anyone watch Roseanne growing up? That woman. She was terrifying.
People who scoff at
Digital Frog.
I think Frog's got it. Yeah.
Yeah, barometers do measure air pressure. Not fear of air. It is kind of somewhat in that realm though, and Digital Frog kind of alluded to it a little bit. Fear of deep sounding noises.
I've got a deep sounding noise for you.
Hello. Fear of thunderstorms.
I got a voice.
Not fear of thunderstorms. So I'll give it to you. Jimmy's pretty much right there actually. And Timmy's got it now. Fear of gravity. I feel like that would be very, very crippling if you actually had that fear, being terrified of gravity. Like, how do you? It
would be such a drag.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you let me down like this. Yeah, that's a strange one because it's not quite the fear of falling. I mean, I imagine it would be related to the fear of falling, but it's specifically the fear of gravity itself.
Gravity sucks.
Heyo.
Timmy wants an ASMR stream of us two doing deep, sexy voices.
Hey.
I mean, that could be redemption for next time.
That could be arranged. Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
The cream rises to the top.
Might have got a little bit too much Macho Man on that one. Next up, we have ephibiphobia. Ephibophobia?
Ephibophobia. Yeah, I would say ephibophobia.
Some of these are really tricky to pronounce. Ephibophobia. Bit of a tongue twister. The harder it is to pronounce, the more irrational the fear is.
You just gotta say it like you're Adam Sandler trying to sound the word out.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Never too much Macho Man. You can't tell me the Kool-Aid Man was not modeled after Randy Savage. You cannot.
If it's fear of the one Friends character that does the Smelly Cat song, then I feel like Kiwi definitely has ephibophobia.
It is not biphobia either, Clover. Phoebe.
You're a Phoebe. If I had that, I'd be afraid to let my teenagers out at night.
Frogs on the right track.
Dancing around it again. I feel like he's Googling some of these.
I feel like there might be some Google action, but that is not for us to say. You're welcome to Google them if you want.
Let's just say that there may or may not be a My Chemical Romance song about this as well.
Fear of Two Brothers?
You're basically there, Sigalag. So it's the fear of teenagers specifically.
Yes.
Fear of teenagers. Afraid of your kids getting pregnant. I mean, that's a valid fear.
Mm-hmm. Especially seeing as how I don't have kids.
This next one, I feel like, is a slap in the face to people who actually have this fear. Hippopotamonstrosity equipedeliophobia. Yeah, fear of long words. There we go.
That one already.
Like, what a troll job. The person who's in charge of naming this, like, all right, we need to give a name to the fear of long words. I know what we should do. Let's just really stick it to them.
Let's make them afraid of their own fear.
That's the one Marvel made. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah. Teenagers scare. Living out of me. Hippocampus. Yeah. Oh, it's probably related, but still, like hippopotamonstrosity equipedali. Like, it's so long, I lose myself in trying to read it.
Hip anonymous.
Yeah. But you got it. Fear long words, 100%. All right, here's the last one from my set, and then we'll switch over to Ram here.
Oh, you betcha.
Pteridophobia.
Pterodactyls.
Pteridophobia. You'd think that'd be a fear of pterodactyls, or even maybe like a fear of birds, but it is not. Timmy, fear of birds. It's not a fear of birds. That's what I thought at first when I first read this.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, that's as mean as putting an S on the word lisp. 100%. Exactly. Yeah.
Man.
Fear of being afraid? Nope. Fear of lab coats? Nope. This one's a weird one too. I found this one to be oddly specific. Stigerlag is right there, yeah. So it could be perhaps fear of plants. The one where I found it said it's specifically the fear of ferns.
Like hippopop monstrosius equipped.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just not doing a play on words. But yeah, Sigerlag, you betcha.
Yeah, I'm terrified of ferns. Yeah, that is a fun word.
And the movie Fern Gully. And unsurprisingly, Fern Gully too.
That would be triggering. Check my whispers. Hold on. You give me some Googles here? Hold on. Oh, there's a whole book of them. Oh, it doesn't like that redirect. It's flagging it. Weird. Yeah, so that's all I got.
Could be inside of a fern. You never know.
Ram, what do you got?
All right. Well, first one I have. Mine.
Sorry, while you do that, I'm going to run and refill my drink really quick.
Oh, do it up. So, chat, the first one I'm going to throw in here is one that I think it's a little bit more of like a modern age phobia than it was any phobia like previous to the age that we live in now. But we're looking at nomophobia. Digital Frog comes in with numbers. It is not correct. You heard it once and remembered it was about plants. Fair enough, Sigerlog. How does anyone have time to name a fear for everything in the world? I don't know, Harley. I feel like somebody's getting paid to do this, and I need a job like that. Somebody's out there just making up words for stuff, and it's just like, really? Timmy says, fear of dying alone? Unfortunately, no, but you're kind of like yes or no close. Sigerlag actually is the one that got it. It's the nomophobia. It is actually it's a fear of the phone, but in a very specific sense. If somebody could give me a little bit more specificity behind exactly what about phones. The phobophobia, the fear of phobias. Yeah, that one almost we put on the list. The fear of people saying no homo. Oh, Harley. No, unfortunately, that is not the one. Fear of answering a phone call. I have that, but it is not correct. Fear of losing your phone. I will give that as the closest one. So the nomophobia is the fear of being without your mobile phone. So if you've left it at home or lost it somewhere, not having that phone by you is an actual legit fear now. Yeah. Fear of Danny DeVito.
Oh, so here's the link that that Digital Frog was trying to send me before. Apparently, there's a pop-up book that you can
Oh,
purchase.
the pop-up book of phobias. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I've heard of this one.
Interesting.
Yeah, we all have that nowadays, right?
It's a pop-up.
Where's my phone? Where did I put my phone?
I mean, it's true. I mean, you're without your phone for like half an hour, and just the panic sets in. You're like, oh man, what if someone sends me a Words with Friends? TK.
Well.
Look
who it is.
Look who it is. Pop up.
Look who missed all of the tier list maker already.
Timmy, I love that. I love that emote. Pop up book of phobias. Doodah. That's good stuff. All right. What's our next one here, Ram?
The next one that we're trying to figure out what this phobia is omphalophobia. Omphalophobia. Omphalophobia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is omphalophobia?
Fear of elephants is not correct, Timmy. Not correct. Fear of envelopes. It could be, given the emphasis on certain syllables, but it is not also correct. It is also not correct. Not also.
How many rings around this can we do?
You said unphalophobia, a perfectionist mindset.
Yeah.
Omphalophobia.
Fear of the PH sound.
Fear of tubas. Eat your peep over tuba.
All right, what do we got here, Ram?
So we don't have anybody with the correct answer in there just yet. I'm not seeing it. So it is actually the fear of belly buttons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess
even your own?
I would assume as much. I would probably tape over mine if I had a fear of belly buttons.
Maybe you're a Homer Simpson clone and you don't have one, and so everyone else having them terrifies you.
Yeah. And there's Timmy with the belly buttons. Yeah. You're afraid of your belly button. You never went back to normal after having your first kid. When you say normal, like, are you saying like it grew eyes and now you don't want it to have eyes? Or it's okay if you don't want to talk about it, because I mean, we don't want the belly button to hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're worried about your belly button, just type 1 in chat and we'll send the police to your house.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole
Blink
sequence now.
twice.
Yeah.
Belly buttons are kind of weird, right? And I mean, do we call them belly buttons because belly, like umbilical? Like, is that where the word belly came from? Are they literally just like umbilical buttons?
Yeah. That's a
Do we
good question.
want to think about that?
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Yeah. A scar that everyone shares. I mean, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's interesting. And everyone's is different. It's like a thumbprint. That's what they should be like dusting for on a crime scene is belly buttons. Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video, I can't remember how many years back, but it's these two guys that like rubbed baby oil on their belly buttons. I'm going somewhere okay with this, trust me. But they rub baby oil on their belly buttons.
No, go on.
And it's these two larger gentlemen, and they like push their belly buttons together and then like suck in really quick, and it makes a super loud pop noise when they like separate the belly buttons from each other. I don't know. I just thought it was super curious. But anyways, on to the next word.
TK, this is a question that I've had before. Sorry, really quickly while we're still on the topic of belly buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I have had, and maybe it's an abstract fear as well. When I was younger, I was like, what happens if that just opens up at some point? Like, what am I gonna die? Like, is stuff gonna just come out of my belly button if it just randomly, you know what I mean? But I realize it's like, it's not a real, I don't know, maybe it is a real fear. Maybe it's something that I should be worried about. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, exactly, Timmy. Yeah, and then I watched The Matrix, and it reawoken that terrifying fear in me.
You can't scare me. Thump. the Keanu Reeves meme.
Yeah. What good is a phone call if you are unable to speak? Yeah. Anyway, moving along.
Moving along. This one, I don't know if it's an actual phobia or not.
I don't think it is.
And I'm highly expecting Frog to get this like right away.
Yeah.
But we're gonna pop it in chat here. This is anatidaphobia.
I want to say that it originally was not, but I want to say that it was added simply because of the history behind this.
Probably. And there it is.
And there
I
it
knew
is. Yeah.
Frog was gonna get it right away. It is the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you. Thanks to Gary Larson and the Far Side Comics.
Hey, Trading Aces, thank you for that follow. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hey, Aces! I told Aces
Yeah.
we were doing a show tonight.
Nice. Yeah, oh man, Gary Larson, what
a
a
great
genius. Yeah, what a
Mhm.
genius of his time.
And if that did end up becoming science, in terms of it being an actual phobia, it would not be the first time for that man because of his other comic where he referred to the tail end of a Stegosaurus as the Thagomizer,
Yeah.
as it killed the late Thag Simmons. And now it is actually what that
It's-
tail end is called. It's actually called the Thagomizer on a
Yeah.
Stegosaurus.
That's so cool. Imagine that like being like you could have all of like these like Pulitzer prizes and other awards. For me, like that would be like my crowning achievement. It's like, yo,
right.
I got to name the Thagomizer, so y'all can suck it.
And all I did was write a comic.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, Justice Pirate. Thanks for stopping in and saying
Hey,
hi.
thanks for stopping in. Have a good night.
He also has species of lice named after him. See? The man's going places.
Yeah, yeah. Dang, that's next level.
Geese, if anything. Yeah, geese are terrifying.
Geese are terrifying, especially Canadian geese.
True. Yeah, we already did a Canada's Most Dangerous Animals, and
We
geese
did.
were up there.
They were, I believe, they were S tier, were they not?
I believe they were. Right up there with Keanu Reeves and grizzlies?
Yeah, something
Or
like that.
moose. Maybe it was moose.
Moose was up there too. I can't remember. I have to go back and look.
Yeah. All right. Next one. We got two more, chat. We got two more.
This
We've
is,
got
this is true, Clover.
Pogonophobia.
All I can think of is Panago Pizza. Does Panago Pizza exist in the United States, or is that a Canadian pizza place?
I'm pretty sure it exists in the States.
And it makes me very hungry.
The fear of bouncing. No. The fear of ping pong. Absolutely no.
These are good guesses, though. Fear of Pogs? No.
There is a hint.
The hint is, oh no.
Fear of pogo corn dogs. Close. I love pogo corn dogs, though.
Fear of
The
Ram's
fear of
Fuzz.
Ram's fuzz. Facial hair. Fear of beards. You got it. It
There we
is
go.
the fear
A facial.
of facial hair. The fear of Romans. Fear of Times New Roman. It is an actual fear. This is the fear of facial hair, which I apologize to any of our viewers who have the pogonophobia because I'm not getting rid of this anytime soon. It is the fear of facial hair.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you got one more for us, I believe, yes?
I got one more. This one is a bit of a weird one, but this one, I think the name gives it away a little bit more than any of the ones that we've done previously, to a degree. To a degree. Fear of facial hair, can't relate, right? We just talked about kiwis. Come on. See my beard. It ain't weird.
Mhm.
Don't be scared. It's just a beard. So last word we have is dextrophobia.
Yeah.
Hey, Maven, thank you for contributing 250 points towards the Two Brothers Couch Co-op.
Hey,
Challenge.
thank you. I feel like
Fear of
now,
sugar.
as a hint, I feel like Beyonce might have this fear.
Oh, yeah. To the left, to the left. Fear of right-handed people. You're close, Frog. You're real
Hey,
close.
James, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in.
You are closer than Timmy was with fear of left-handed people. I will say that much. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds here.
More like
Beyonce. Be twice. Fear of sugar. No, it is not the fear of sugar, though. Dextrose, I could see where you're going down that path. Fear of fingers, no. Fear of turning right. You're still on the right direction, Rush. You and Frog are the right-handed people and turning right. You're in that right area.
I see what you did there.
Aha.
Fear of marriage? Nope, that's not it.
No. So I'll give it to you guys because this one's a little bit of a weird one still, but the name is definitely you're close. Fear of the right direction. Fear of one direction.
That's hey, that's actually pretty close though too. Fear
It
of the
is.
right direction.
So dextrophobia is the fear of having objects to the right of you. Just in general, anything to the right of you.
Which is why Beyonce would have had everything you've ever owned in the box to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fear of the alt right.
the
I mean,
alt.
that's a valid fear.
Also true.
We should all have that fear.
The fear of being right. I have that.
Yeah.
Weirdly specific. I know, right? Right?
We
Right?
enjoy weirdly specific in this chat.
Mm-hmm. We absolutely do. We encourage
Yeah.
it even.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of weirdly specific, that basically it segues us into this next segment of what we're going to do with the show because we're now done with the phobias and we want to move on to things that Casey and I we're a little disturbed by, a little irked by, in terms of like, not maybe superstition, but more just unnatural things that maybe just should not exist. You know what I mean, Casey?
Yeah. So with that in mind, sorry, are we doing? Did you want to do the superstitions then, or did you want to do the thanks I hate it?
We could do. Oh, I mean, I could do the superstitions then first if we want. I guess I was kind of leaning that direction first.
Yeah. I thought that's where we're, that's okay. Sorry, this is us being disorganized.
I just figured we would leave that because it's more of a conversational thing for them.
Oh, that's true. That's true. No, we can do it. Yeah. No, let's do that. We'll do that at the end. We'll do that at the end.
Let's do it at the end.
Let's do things. All right.
We plan these shows out, chat. We plan these shows out immaculately from start to finish. All right. Everything that we're doing right now is just a stage play.
This banter
we're
is
making
all planned.
Mistakes. This is all planned, right down to the word, right down to the flubs. It's all real.
And with that,
we move into thanks. I hate it. We're gonna show you a bunch of things that we hate, and then you gotta say thanks. You hate it too.
First up, we have the Fuggler. I've actually seen these. I've seen these on store shelves. I remember the first time I walked into a Walmart toy section, we were looking for a birthday gift for a friend of my daughter's, and I saw this on a shelf, and I was like, what is this? And who would buy it in their right mind? It looks horrible. Like, that's
just
it's
the way you
fuel.
came in with this. First off, the Fuggler.
Yeah. I love how they call it the funny ugly monster rather than really what Fugly stands for. But yeah, these are a thing. For whatever reason, these are a thing. Like, look at the teeth. I think it's the teeth. The teeth, I think, are what bother me the most.
It would be like, what would happen if a Furby had dentures?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Like if a Furby and the Tooth Fairy somehow were able to have a child, it would look something like this. I don't know.
I don't want to even think about that.
I don't like it.
What's the next one? Show me the next one.
Thanks, I hate it. Charmin Oops, all cardboard tube.
Does this bring up any memories, Aces and TK, from my stream the other night where we were talking about cardboard tubes?
Stoner eyes.
The squinty stoner eyes. Yeah, true. So you know, you go to a public bathroom, you sit down, you pop a squat, you do your business, you go over to reach and clean yourself, and oops, all cardboard tube. Thanks, Charmin.
Thank you. Next up, we have this thing, the little soccer goal that sits in the bottom of the urinal. So that way, while you're peeing in the urinal, you can score more goals than England did against Italy.
Now, I told Casey when we added this one up, I would be down for this. This is like, it's as somebody who was once, and for a very short period of time, a janitor, anything that you can do to entice a man to aim it where it's supposed to go, I am there for it. Because I remember having to clean it up everywhere other than where it was supposed to be.
My only issue, and this is so TK just brought up what I was going to talk about, the potential for increased splash area with something like this.
You're shooting her, right?
You don't know how long I've been holding it. You don't know what kind of water pressure I'm packing.
Fair. Well, then don't play soccer.
Okay, fair. All right. Fine,
until
whatever.
You start doing trick shots.
Lean over the guy next to you. I don't know about you, but I keep hitting the cross beam.
I'm just picturing somebody like hanging off of like one of the whatever the stall walls, like Spider-Man style.
Oh,
anyways, sorry. I'm getting too deep into this one.
This escalated quickly.
If you ever want to know just how much splash happens, go to a urinal wearing shorts and sandals. Hopefully it's just yours. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's like one of the floor level ones.
I've had that happen at concerts. That frequently happens to me because I'll usually go to a concert wearing at least shorts, just because otherwise it gets really warm. And yeah, oh man, it's bad. It's really bad. Anyway, let's move on.
I'll hold it till I can't mode. True.
How about this this meat clown? It's this baloney. It's I think it's baloney. I want to say it's baloney.
I'm waiting for TK. I'm waiting for TK on this one. I'm waiting for TK on this one. Yes, there it is.
He hates it. There we go. Casey's
So-
uncle
so-
gave us paper submarines to float in the toilet.
Pepper.
Pepper.
So TK has what are called channel pops, where certain people with privileges can like throw images up on his screen while he's playing games. I frequently throw this image up on TK's stream, and it's Meat Clown. And I just thought the TK would like to see this one more time.
Meat clown.
Meat Clown.
The funny thing too is, didn't I find this image?
Oh no, I found this
Did
one.
you-
This
oh,
is the
did
one
you
that I
re-
showed
oh,
you
okay.
as the example of like.
Oh,
is this
okay.
what we're
Yep.
looking for?
Okay. Yeah. My baloney has a first name and it's PNNYWISE. I've seen this before, and every time I see this, I cringe a little bit. Kirby taking off what are presumably actually shoes, and he's just got some skis.
I don't want to look at it.
It's just some big toes.
I don't want to think about it.
Reminds me of Meat Puppet. That's super dark.
YouTube. Oh, fair.
I don't know if I've seen
Hey,
that.
Weasel, how you doing tonight? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I have a moth in my. Give me 1 second. I got a moth flying on my monitor.
Slap it.
Get out of here.
Bop it. Twist it. Where did you find my nudes? Says
Oh
Pepper.
no. Oh no. Okay, I got the moth out of here.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, we better keep this train
Yeah,
moving.
We'll keep it.
Oh, there's
going.
another one. There's another moth.
Horizontally cut bread.
Who does this?
Oh yeah, I almost put that one in here too.
Oh, that one's good too. Yeah. Where he's, oh man, that face. Good for sandwich cake. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Could you imagine?
If you could have a sandwich made with this kind of slice of bread, Casey, what kind of sandwich would you want?
I think it'd probably suit. I'm a simple man. I enjoy the simple pleasures in life, such as some nice summer sausage with a little bit of mayonnaise, some mustard, and some cheddar cheese.
All right, fair enough. That's simple but delicious, I would say. When you want a foot long, but you don't have a Subway close by. True.
I want to toast it. It's too flimsy when it gets this long. That's fair. I feel like at this point, you're okay to maybe eat the sandwich with a fork and knife, perhaps.
You could buy. Wait, is this a real thing in Iceland? Can you actually buy horizontally cut bread in Iceland? What?
Just roll it up.
Like,
oh, there you go. That's smart.
like a
TK's thinking.
Ooh, yeah. See,
Like-
for me on this one, I would be down for egg salad sandwich. I would have an egg
also
salad
valid.
sandwich that's this long.
Also valid. It's used for cakes. Oh,
Fair enough.
TIL. Sandwich roll up. Yeah, sandwich roll ups.
Meats and cheeses.
Think you can buy that?
Said
Here?
roll it first. Oh yeah, no, Moon did say roll it first. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry, Moon. I saw your peanut butter.
Bread by the foot. I can dig it.
Fruit by the foot, but yeast. Yes, please do, Sigerlug. Hey, Uber. How you doing?
Uber,
tonight,
what's
bud?
going on,
Good
buddy?
To see you.
What's crack-a-lacking, my guy?
What a sexy minx.
So Uber, right now we're looking at a bunch of thanks I hate it pictures.
Yeast by the foot.
Ugh.
How
about this?
So Coca-Cola garlic.
I might try it. I
Do
might
you like
try it.
garlic, chat?
How much do you like garlic?
Do you like jazz?
Uh,
Timmy says they'd try the garlic Coke.
I might try it too. To be fair, I might try it. I might.
I wouldn't.
No?
Nope.
It depends how much garlic. It depends how much garlic.
I love garlic, but this is too far, says Moon.
This
DK loves garlic.
this one this one's borderline for me. Does Mike Wazowski grow a beard or does he grow pubic hair?
Oh no, thanks. How much garlic? Yes. Agreed. Frog says that the Coke garlic is still a better love story than Twilight. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hiccups looking at Mike Wazowski.
Should we move on?
Let's move on.
Yikes. Yikes on a bike. I don't know if this is much better.
Hot dog with nails.
Not just any nails. I believe this is a French manicure, is it not? We just got bonked by Rockety. Look at the nails on these sausage fingers.
Ugh. I don't know. Something about fingernails in general just they trigger me the wrong way.
Huh.
I'm just like I'm eagle-eyeing chat right now, so I don't have to look at the hot dogs.
We can keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Thank you,
Just threw-
thank you, Sigerlug.
Heck yeah. On the horizontal bread, I assume? I want to see that horizontal bread.
Babe, are you okay? You barely touched your Sonic limited edition curry.
Yuck.
Why is it blue? Why?
I love how on the packaging it says the most famous hedgehog.
Because, you know, there's other hedgehogs out there.
Yeah.
Of all the hedgehogs.
He's the most famous. Yeah. Yeah, the squid sandwiches. It does remind me of the squid sandwiches. So
right.
when we were younger, we used to ask our dad all the time, hey, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? And the answer was always either one of two things. It was either Tookie Bird Surprise or squid. And there was one Sunday, I believe it was a Sunday, where we were gonna have lunch, and we asked him what's for lunch, and he said, I'm making squid sandwiches. And we're like, okay, Dad. And so he got Cheese Whiz
and dyed it.
And then put food coloring in it to make it look kind of like a greenish blue, and then told us that they were squid sandwiches. So of course, as kids, we did not eat them because we thought that he had actually done this thing. And so our mom made him eat them, and then his tongue was like greenish blue for the rest of the day. So yeah, so Sonic Curry is not that far off.
I liked Ace's gotta poop fast.
Tube steaks is actually a real thing, Dustin Moon. So joke's on them. Anyway, koala hat. What do we think about koala hat?
Soap. I'm still going through chat. Everyone's like green spiders and soap.
Ooh.
Sonic curry on the horizontal bread. Get out.
I can dig it.
TK's telling us to get out of his closet with this hat as well.
Imagine robbing a bank in this.
Is this a koala or is this a drop bear?
That's valid. And Digital Frog, this is one of the first things that I thought of too when I saw this picture. I was like, is that koala peeing? Or maybe it's like a catheter. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to go down that road anymore.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm already regretting going down that.
This whole episode is just scuffed.
Ooh.
Paula looks disappointed. I mean, I would be too. Look at the shirt the guy's wearing.
Yeah, it's just bad. Weirdly placed nipples. Yeah. You know what? The more I look at it, the more I think it might actually be a catheter. But anyway.
Let's keep going. He's probably got garlic Coke in that cup.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's better. These just get worse as we progress. I apologize, chat.
How to be a romantic person. Hide inside your girlfriend's lunch. Give her a romantic surprise that she will struggle to forget until the day that she dies. Surprise!
I'm in your banana. I'm moving on.
I just can't.
Okay, this one I like.
Oh.
This one I like. I don't know what it is about it. I like it. This one screams Jimmy Potato to me. Where's Jimmy Potato at?
Uber, that's the line that got me.
Yeah, 100%. That's still yeah. Oh, it's good. Yeah, little Steve Harvey potato head.
Struggles to function. Strucks to funk.
I mean,
is that a rope or does he have a urinary infection?
Yikes.
Yes.
This is escalating very, very quickly. All right, let's keep going.
Ugh.
This is terrifying.
An elephant without trunk or ears will look like this. Kind of like a bantha, but less hairy.
And also more teeth.
And more teeth.
That's what happens when you eat long bread. That's what happens, kids. Don't eat long bread. You'll lose your trunk and your ears.
This is what happens when you spread Sonic curry on long bread.
And then hide it in a banana for your significant other.
She will struggle to forget.
This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. I'm going to use that as a D&D big bad. You would, too. You would. Oh, my goodness. This one got me. I don't know if this is cringy or if this is, like, next-level marketing. But check this out. Marketing team, sex sells, designers, say no more. Check out these buns. Like, I low-key like this. I think it's good. I think this is on point.
Sorry.
You gonna be all right?
I'm gonna be okay. It's just a struggle to forget. I'm sorry.
Thanks, chat.
I'm sorry.
You've broken RAM. You've all broken RAM.
Oh. I'm okay. I just can't think. I can't think about it.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Gam Gam's hot banana water. Ingredients: 6 quarts water, 12 banana peels. Well,
Oh,
that's a thing. Yeah, no thanks.
thanks, Cam. It's just my reaction to Casey calling Kirby's feet skis. I haven't breathed yet. Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, he's just a little Poyo boy with some skis.
what bread makes you fat? Is that Mean Girls?
Yeah.
You Mean Girls get up in here?
Yeah, the half star is what really sells it here. And that
I wanna see
39
if somebody
people
actually wrote the review.
Yeah, it's supposedly there's 39 reviews on this thing.
Dang.
And 42 people made it. So just saying. Just saying. How about this back pocket?
The one pocket.
Yeah. You can
Also,
put all your things in there.
is that a laptop?
I believe it is a MacBook Pro, yes. He's also got, looks like 4 brewskis, a hammer. What is that? 101 something inventions or investments? I'm not sure what that says. Looks like
both.
a power bank, and I assume what is an energy drink.
Mhm.
And then that top left one, we got a hairbrush, a baguette, or I should say a half a baguette, an iPad, and I'm not sure what's in that red bag.
Timmy says to slap it on women's pants and it would probably sell.
Probably would.
Even as deep as this pocket is, even if it wasn't as wide, even as deep as this
Mm.
is, I'm sure it would be like way better than what women already have pocket-wise on their clothes. I feel like we've even discussed women's pockets on this channel before.
It's true. It's true. And my wife complains about like
Mhm.
pockets or the lack thereof all the time on pants.
Speaking of your wife,
My wife, oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, women want pockets like these, 100%. Yeah, look up the Useless Inventions guide. There's some good stuff on the Useless Inventions.
you'd want it on the front
channel.
though, like an apron. Fair. I would want one long pocket down the entire length of the pant leg.
For a really long baguette, for that horizontal bread.
Thank you for being
My wife.
Thank you for being a friend.
All right, let's keep cruising. This one is nightmare fuel for me.
Ugh.
The old role reversal on the toothbrush.
The literal toothbrush.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like it. I want off the ride, Mr. Wonka.
But that one scene from the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka where they're going through the tunnel and there's the colors everywhere, that turned the whole movie into a horror movie for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was like this light, very whimsical film, and then it took a left turn and got dark real quick.
Real quick.
Real quick.
That is something I struggle to forget.
Crate's getting phantom pains just seeing this. You and me both. My goodness. All right, we got to keep cruising. What about Steve Buscemi eyes on people? Have you seen that? Have you seen that trend of people putting Steve Buscemi eyes on people? This is Miley Cyrus, isn't
Miley
it?
Cyrus. This
Yeah.
is Miley Cyrus.
This will give me nightmares.
That did it, not the kid that almost exploded.
That was
No,
later.
The kid exploding was just like,
That
all
was
right.
that was later.
Yeah, that's after I already knew it was a horror movie.
Real quick though, was this after the kid got sucked up through the tube? Was that after Augustus Gloop got sucked up? Because I don't think he was on the. I don't think he was on the boat, was he, when they went through the
I
tunnel?
don't think he was either. I
I can't remember. Anyway, it's an improvement. Yikes.
It was after. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Uber.
Yeah. One of them was gone. Not the exploding kid, but the one that got sucked up for eating all the chocolate.
Augustus Gloop.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, first scene. Yeah, exactly. This like they barely got into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and this kid just going full ham on the river of chocolate, and then gets sucked up through a tube, never to be seen again.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, Violet. Yeah, Violet was the one that, like, yeah, just about blew up because she turned into a giant blueberry. Anyway.
People say I look like Miley Cyrus. What are you saying?
Hey-oh. So coming somewhat back full circle to the topic of flaming hot Cheetos. What do we got here, Ram?
Oh, you're a big snack fan. That's cool. Did you get flaming hot Cheeto dust permanently tattooed on your fingers today, though? I'm looking at you, Trading Aces.
I mean, that's commitment. That is commitment. If you're
Why,
gonna
though?
if you're gonna commit to something, commit to this. Stop. Stop. He's already dead. That's some commitment, though.
That is extreme commitment.
But then-
I honestly, the biggest part for me is like you would never know when your hands are clean when you're done washing.
Well, that's it. Especially if you've just eaten Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
You'll look at your fingers and be like, yeah, I'm good, and then you'll go touch something white and realize, no, you're not good. Finger tattoos fade. I mean, they do, right? Because you shed a lot of skin there.
But Cheetos dust is forever. Stop!
How's this for triggering? How about this
Meat skull.
meat skull
with teeth.
and olives rise? That's the terrifying thing for me. Besides the teeth, the olive eyes. I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
And that one piece of prosciutto that looks like somebody put scotch tape across the front of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would eat this.
How much cost? How much cost? Timmy wants it. Timmy
How
wants
much cost?
it. I don't know. Like, I feel like this would be like $66.60 or something.
Probably.
Skinless meat clown. And that has been thanks. I hate it.
Does it come with fava beans and a nice candy? I knew you were going to say that. Yep, there it is.
All right. Which brings us to now our final segment, Ram.
Yeah. So after we've gone over all of like these lucky things, these weird things, these abnormal things, I wanted to have a little discussion with you, chat, and I guess with you as well, Casey. I want to talk a little bit about just kind of superstitions, traditions, and things like that in general that you all have sort of in your day-to-day routine. Whether they're something that's been passed down traditionally just because of where you live, or if it's just something that you do on your own. Sort of like kick things off here. I've got a few examples that I'll just sort of run through, and I'll give you a few ones from my own personal life here. But I was looking up online of different superstitions in different areas of the world, and some of them I found pretty interesting. So a couple of them, while you're pondering your own superstitions, for example, here, chat. In Russia, it is a superstition that you never say happy birthday too early, because celebrating or even congratulating somebody on a birthday before the actual day arrives, it brings bad luck. And I was like, oh, all right. It's kind of like the whole like stage like break a leg thing, which I guess is kind of a superstition thing in and of itself too. Now, keep in mind, I don't know the validity of any of these things because I got it online. So there's that. Well, I'm sorry, Potato Man.
The internet would never lie to us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't you dare, Clover.
Break a leg. Spend enough time with superstitious actors.
Yeah,
to train
Macbeth. I
yourself
was gonna
not to
say,
be-
yeah, Macbeth is another one too. Like
McBusy.
McBusy and Spot.
So the next one that we have on the list, I'll do the next two if you want to do the following three if you want to, Casey,
Sure.
afterward. So this one is in certain areas you don't want to place two mirrors in a hallway sort of facing opposite of each other. The infinite reflections may look cool, but in some places like Mexico and in some other cultures, facing mirrors is said to open a doorway for the devil, which made me think of the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves. I was like, huh, well, that's a thing.
That is.
I
a
always
thing.
thought it was cool. You also don't whistle in a theater. I saw one that was just don't whistle indoors in general. Get sucked into the portal, right? Right?
That's
knock on wood.
That's
yeah!
a good one. Yeah, I do that
yeah,
one.
Maven
Yeah,
and Clover. Yeah. I knock on wood.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually a good one because we were trying to think of this too about like different superstitions that we had personally, and I was struggling to come up with any because I feel like there's certain things that maybe I do out of tradition, but maybe not out of necessarily superstition. Like as an example, I used to play Rec League Dodgeball many moons ago, And
Moons.
we always listened to Machine Head by Bush before every game. It was just something that we did. And I don't know if it was necessarily a superstition or if it was just more tradition. But yeah, it was just something that we did. Every game, it was a thing we did. But maybe something a little bit more closer to superstition for me would have been maybe in high school. So in high school, we had something called Reach for the Top, which for those who have never heard of that before, it's Team Jeopardy. I'm a big fan of trivia. I love trivia.
High school Team Jeopardy.
High school Team Jeopardy. You get a team of 4 people, you nerd out, and you prove that you are more nerdy than the other people at other schools. And we had a stuffed weasel that we brought with us to every single game that we had, and we had to have it with us. And I think it went a little bit beyond the realm of tradition and more potentially into superstition, because there was the one game that we lost in provincials. It was missing. We didn't have it with us, and yeah, we lost. And so it just kind of became a superstition that you had to have the weasel with you, otherwise you were going to lose.
Diesel Weasel says,
Yeah.
Just going back through a couple of more ones here in chat. We've got salts over the shoulder, spilling salt, black cat crossing your path, walking on a ladder, stepping on cracks,
Yep.
lucky jock straps, lucky undies. I don't know why I said it like undies. Bursting the bubble of superstition.
It's very interesting though, Clover, because you'll get some people who are very, very wrapped up in it, especially I want to say like in the world of sports, like the concept of a playoff beard. Yeah, Decimate NHL beards is very, very big. Not even just in hockey, but it's also permeated into a bunch of other sports. Like I see it in basketball a lot now too, even in football. Yeah, lucky socks.
The one that Weasel just brought up is their friends used to hold their feet above the floor when they would drive over train tracks. Reminded me of when I used to hold my breath, like Maven had just mentioned. I used to hold my breath whenever we would drive past cemeteries.
Yeah, or holding your breath through a tunnel.
Or tunnels, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a similar thing. Yeah.
Multiple friends who make a point to adopt black cats and actually that is a real thing too. Black cats are very under-adopted for that specific superstitional reason.
Yeah.
I love black cats. Black cats are the bomb.
It's an interesting one to me too, as well, is buildings, actually. Architecture, you'll find that most buildings that have at least 13 or more floors typically will not number floor number 13. They'll either
and in some
rename
cases, they skip 4 as well, depending on what country you're in.
Yeah, because some countries consider number 4 to be unlucky. But you'll notice that a lot of places, there will be no floor 13. They'll go straight from 12 to 14. So those of you on the 14th floor, you know what floor you're really on.
You know. Was that Mitch Hedberg or was that...
Probably was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if it was Dimitri Martin or Mitch Hedberg.
Probably both. I'm sure it's a recurring thing. But I found that very interesting that like even in like we'll call it civilized culture, where you would assume that people would be a little bit more level-headed about that sort of thing, you'd still see some prevalence of superstition impacting and influencing how things are done.
Right. So TK also brought up kissing your hand and slapping the roof of your car when you go into a yellow light. I do that, but to a different degree. I don't kiss my hand, but I will reach forward and double tap my dash whenever I accidentally run a yellow light.
Accidentally.
So very, very similar. Yeah. Very similar.
Whenever I see the yellow coming from like 2 blocks down, and I just gas it. 1409, 2319. Isn't 2319 from Monsters Inc? Yeah.
2319.
Yeah.
So continuing on down the list of what I've got here on the side too. Apparently this is a Japanese superstition where sleeping with your head in the direction facing north is bad luck because it's how deceased are laid to rest.
And kind of in that same deceased thing too, it's also a Japanese superstition, and it's considered manners as well, to not leave your chopsticks sticking straight up out of your food, because then it looks like incense, and typically you burn incense at a funeral. And so it's considered to not be good manners and bad luck to do that.
Frog says that we were married on the 13th people on each side of the wedding party. First half a dozen places we lived had the address where the numbers would add up to 13. Oh. Did we really?
Huh.
Huh.
Or were they like...
Someone's keeping track of that. Driving by cows and saying, "Look, cows."
Yeah. Cows on the left.
Look, cows.
You're also not
You're-
supposed to pour your own sake.
I didn't know that.
That one I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Huh.
And also bowls of rice are left for the deceased. Yeah. Okay.
But you are allowed
I
to
wouldn't
leave
be
your
surprised if
chopsticks
that's a
at
thing too.
funeral like that.
Yeah.
So I got some more on the list here, Casey, if you want to go through them as well.
Yeah, let's take a look. So we've got one here. This one's coming out of Syria actually, where they're banning. I can't even talk. Banning yo-yos. You're not allowed to play with yo-yos because for whatever reason, they fear that playing with yo-yos would cause droughts.
It's been banned since 1933 in Syria. Doesn't
Wild.
even say why. Like how
Yeah.
yo-yos cause droughts. They're just yo-yos are banned in Syria. 'cause they
Anything
can cause
that
droughts.
spins maybe. So maybe frisbees are out, fidget spinners. You know,
Jury's still out on fidget spinners.
jury's still out. You know, we're playing that
What
one.
Yo-yo
Yeah.
thought that up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Another one, don't step on a manhole. So this one, I don't know if Pepper is still in chat and you can validate
Ooh,
this.
Yeah. Pepper, if you're here, I actually did want to ask you about this one.
But supposedly in Sweden, it's considered kind of like for us, like when you step on a crack, it's a bad omen. Stepping on a manhole or a manhole cover in Sweden supposedly is kind of in that same vein as stepping on a crack.
Or more
either-
specifically, like manholes
one.
with like a letter A on them.
Yeah, either one, Chillmaster. Either one. It's just bad juju. Don't step on a man's hole. That's just a bad idea.
You gotta pay the troll toll
Oh man,
to get into
I love how Danny DeVito somehow weasels his way. No
everywhere.
no offense, Diesel Weasel.
Phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing for sure.
Phrasing.
Danny DeVito sneaks his way into every episode somehow.
Mhm.
And then the last one is don't jump over a child. And this is a Turkish thing. Another thing you shouldn't do in Turkey is jumping over a child because doing this supposedly curses the child to be short forever. You're stunting their growth.
Forever.
They're just permanently going to be short if you jump over them.
Phrasing.
Clover's now like, who jumped over me as a kid?
Your
You're
aunt,
killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy.
aunt broke her
Thank
leg
you.
doing that, and now she's short. So there you go.
Don't jump over. Instead, Sparta kick them out of the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Uber got it too. Yeah.
Yeah, Sandlot, man. Ooh,
Such a
Sandlot.
good movie.
Yeah, what a cult classic Sandlot is. I mean, my kids jump over each other. I don't know. I mean, I could see myself jumping over a kid if they were like lying in the way and I had no other like clean way of getting around. I don't know that I would jump over them per se. I'd probably just step over them.
Only babies get jumped over, says Harley.
Now, and when we're talking about jumped over, maybe like are we talking like they're lying on the ground, you jumping over them, or like actually like leapfrogging the kid? Like you're
I'm
just
not sure.
there's this kid, he's like walking home from school, you're a grown adult, you see this kid minding his own business, he's walking home from school, and you just book it. You're just running full steam.
Full tilt.
Yeah, you run up, hands on the shoulder, and just like leapfrog right over top of him, and you've now cursed him for life. He's not going to grow anything taller than 4'3".
You just turn around, look him right in the eye, and just feel like, get cursed, scrub.
Timmy, what if you jump over while riding a motorcycle? The kid's just like lying on the ground, and you've got this wooden ramp set up, and you're just, I can totally picture the motorcycle having a sidecar too, and you're just like,
See, and Maven, that's my question. Are these things happening so much? Like, how did it become a superstition to begin with? There had to have been some sort of like, not even cause and effect, but some sort of like object association that caused these to start to begin with. And so you would think in Turkey, like, were they like doing games where they were jumping over children and then suddenly realized that their kids weren't growing up to be tall anymore? Like how? Why and how? Why? and
like
how?
what's the correlation? Like how
Yeah.
how do they say, or causation maybe is the better word there. How do they
Yeah.
determine that one is caused by the other?
The breader word? Do you still have the horizontal sliced bread on the mind?
Yeah. Did I say breader?
You said breader.
Oh, breader. I don't even know where I was going with that.
I mean, at yeast, you said it right.
Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, apparently that's the thing. And I think that's to be said with a lot of these too. Like it's interesting to me kind of how some of these superstitions can propagate because obviously like we live in Canada And yet we've got people that are like in the US talking about the whole like tapping the roof or tapping your dashboard and you drive through a yellow, right? Like how did these become like colloquial?
Yeah. And that's the thing is like at what point does a superstition transcend being a superstition and just becomes tradition that you do for the sake of continuing tradition, right?
And that's the thing too, is it's tricky, I think. Like when I think about the difference between a tradition and a superstition, for me a tradition is something that's just done. Like it's part of like a culture or things like that, and everyone just assumes that this is the way that something should be done. Whereas with a superstition, I feel like there's some negative connotation associated with not doing it or not doing it properly, where you're going to be cursed or something, like if you don't do it. Like for us, obviously, it's tradition to have, like Christmas dinner. And, for some people, a tradition might be to have ham at Christmas, and that's just your thing, right? But it's not like you're going to be having bad luck if you decide to have turkey for Christmas one year as opposed to ham, right? Yeah, religion versus tradition versus superstition, all very different. I feel like some of them have some overlap for sure. But it's interesting, like the subtle nuances between each of those.
It's more for that then it's more the meaning behind it as opposed to the meaning that would follow if it were not to occur. Is that kind of like the route that we're going down for that?
So I like Timmy, well, to an extent. I'm a big eggnog fan, even though eggnog does not love me. A tradition is drinking eggnog at Christmas, even though eggnog is gross. I disagree that eggnog is gross.
I disagree as well.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point. A superstition would be drinking eggnog to keep away the eggnog monsters who stalk children on Christmas night. Could you imagine the eggnog monster? I feel like that needs to be another thanks I hate it. Someone needs to, if I need to commission Pepper to draw me an eggnog monster that stalks children at night. It's gonna be the new Krampus.
Wearing white after Labor Day, wearing white wedding dresses. Yeah.
Yep. Black-eyed peas. Yeah.
Like playing the black-eyed peas or eating black-eyed peas?
Both.
Or eating the vegetable black-eyed peas.
Or eating the band. You're eating Will.i.am and Fergie on New Year's.
And to go back to what we were talking about before in terms of like where did these things like come from in terms of these superstitions and such, while I was coming up with this list that we were talking about earlier, I found a couple that were like traditional Canadian superstitions that I have never even heard of before in my life.
Yeah.
And one of them was if a woman is pregnant and craves fish but does not eat fish, her child will be born with a fish head. I'm like, I have never heard that as a Canadian superstition.
That has to be a Newfoundland
life.
thing. That has to be a Newfoundland thing.
Right?
Yeah. Got a feeling it's going to make tonight a good night, eating the vegetable while listening to the band. Yeah. Both. All of the above. Yeah.
Something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new. Yeah. Superstition, right?
Is that a superstition or is that a tradition?
And that's the thing, is that a superstition that transcended into tradition? And so again, it's at what point do those lines blur, right?
I suppose, because it's traditionally for good luck. So that's where I think the superstition comes into play, right? Is that you're supposed to have these things.
And do you have to lick them all?
I guess you do now. Yeah. Paint Danny DeVito blue. Bring him to your wedding.
I mean, that gets rid of the old and blue
and borrowed. You got three. You got three of the four just by painting Danny DeVito to look like Papa Smurf.
Blue Danny DeVito, chat.
Yeah.
Wait. Phrasing.
Hey, phrasing.
Jeez.
Anyways.
Everything. But yeah.
Anyways.
So it's kind of a food for thought, It's a food for thought. Think about the things that you do in your life, chat maybe are tradition or maybe your superstition. And I'm not saying stop them or change them by any means, shape.
We're saying do them more. We're saying double down.
Yeah, we're saying double down. We double dog dare you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just like, keep an open mind about other people's phobias, about superstitions, about traditions, and give the person next to you a hug. And if you don't got a person next to you, then don't put two mirrors next to each other and give yourself a hug, because you could be hugging Satan.
There you go.
Devil doorways in Mexico.
Never play leapfrog with a unicorn. Valid.
Smith & Wesson beats 5 aces.
Timmy says, I have a tradition of murdering podcasters after their 13th episode. Well, it's been great, guys. We're gonna
Anyways, have a
we're
great
gonna
night.
sign off. Yeah, have a great night.
Bad mother.
Okay, we'll actually say goodbye.
We are going to end the show.
That
Thank
is-
you all so much for showing up.
We're gonna go raid Super Ben. He's doing a bunch of Super Mario World speed runs, which is kind of neat. So let's go say hi to Super Ben. That was actually our last segment of the show. It just worked out really well, Timmy, that you threatened to murder us, so that way we could try and troll all of you. I talked to so we flipped it over to the thing, and I was like, "Do we just raid? Do we just do it right now? Because I think that'd be really funny."
Yes.
So, anyways, we are gonna go raid Super Ben. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. We do
You sent
love
the
doing
raid
these
call in,
shows.
It didn't work for me.
Did it not work for you? Let me try.
No.
Two bros.
But yeah, everybody have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. We will see
There
you
we
2
go.
weeks from now for the 14th episode of It's Just Called Two Brothers. 69 days to Halloween. Love your neighbors. Love yourself. Stay awesome. Have a great night.
Bye.